This is a HeadGum podcast.
This week on the program, it's Gremlins. I'm Andrew Jupin.
Dun 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 dun. Steven Sadek.
Chris Cabin.
I'm Eric Siska.
And we love movies. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the program, as always. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said up top, we're talking Gremlins, man, from 1984, directed by the great Joe Dante.
I'm just glad Dante could be here today.
Dun 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 dun. Steven Sadek.
I gotta say, once the music kicks in,
is a jerk.
this movie fucking kicks ass once that music kicks in.
It does. Once it happens, you're like, holy shit.
That's the music,
That's
I
the
know.
music. Yes. It's very exciting.
But the music, I was noticing it this time watching the movie. The music makes the movie sort of like winky, like looking at the camera because all the Gremlins are singing the fucking song.
Yeah.
And I was like, the Gremlins know that this is just a movie, and that means the Gremlins transcend reality.
Absolutely. Well, that happens a lot in the second one.
Come on, Hulk Hogan versus the Gremlins.
Well, that in the second one you were just acknowledging up and down that it's a movie.
This actually, I think, similarly to our Terminator episode, I saw this second. I saw Gremlins 2 in theaters.
Oh,
and then I saw Gremlins.
Were there any Gremlins in the projection booth?
No,
hey, Gremlins, you get out of that projection booth.
But
Did it scare you? You were like, they're here in the theater?
Honestly, when the fourth wall broke, I was like,
was that the first time you'd ever seen that happen?
Yeah, I had no idea that you could do that.
Yeah. No, I surprisingly I didn't see Gremlins 2 in theaters, but I did see these in order. It was like rented them in the order.
I think I saw them in order, but then I saw 10,000 times.
Yes.
And I saw this like 5 times.
That's me, because I remember rewatching this like right after college, and I didn't remember any of it, but I could say Gremlins 2 line for line throughout the movie easily.
Well, I think 2 was much more of an HBO movie for whatever reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's Christmas, so we got to talk about the Gremlins, the
absolutely.
OG. I think it's a superior film. We'll get to that
To
probably at the
what?
end. To Gremlins 2, the new batch.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be.
That's a Terminator 2 situation.
I don't think it is. I think it's much easier.
Yeah.
So you're number one as well.
I think 1 is a better movie. 2 is fine, but 2's like it's a bit much.
They
sometimes.
dial it up as much as possible, which I kind of appreciate because this is like cartoon stuff.
Yeah.
But this is like, I don't know, like this movie, like it's a small town movie and it's like a small time movie at the same way. I don't know.
This one's more also horror-esque because it's like they're actually kind of threatening when they're going after the mother and whatnot.
Oh yeah, it's terrifying.
But they're still cute and fun.
Of course, we have fun in the bar. But the bar gets a little dicey too.
Right?
We'll talk about that. Chris Cabin, I cut you off though. What were you gonna say
About
Gremlins 2v1 maybe or no?
Too late. It's just gone out of your head.
I didn't know it was being cut off.
I will say I owe 2 a rewatch, and actually watching this makes me want.
I haven't seen it in a really long time, but it's not No, it is a Christmas movie. Also.
No,
it's not set at Christmas.
Is it summer?
I think we're just setting the big. I think it is summer.
I think like Dick Miller, Mr. Futterman goes on vacation to Manhattan in that
hot town, summer in the city.
The building explodes.
You could simply say that there was a fat gremlin on it, and you couldn't get him off.
Gremlins 2.
Mr. Futterman climbing down a cable onto a boat.
Dude, he just falls into the river instead. He totally misses it all.
So he's dead.
This movie starts out away.
Duck Gremlin!
Gizmo is about 2 steps shy of becoming a full-blown alcoholic. He stepped on so many toes in this department.
One stop.
Well, somebody ate dinner after midnight.
All gremlins don't know how to use guns, you racist motherfucker.
Okay, so Simon Gruber unleashes the gremlins into the bank,
Yep.
right,
Oh, that's
to
a good
fuck
idea.
with the security systems.
Dude,
to
now
rob
it's like
it.
the Dark Knight. I was gonna say this movie starts in a way it has no business starting with, which is the dad narrating this movie.
Yeah.
It's always been a thing where I'm like, get the fuck out of here, Tex, whatever your name is.
It's Hoyt Axton.
Oh, Hoyt Axton.
By the way, he's an okay country musician.
Is he?
Yeah.
I've only heard like 1 or 2 songs by him, honestly.
There's a great
How do you come
compilation.
across just 1 or 2 songs? You either listen to that dude's music.
Like,
or
Well,
you
I
do
could
not.
tell you. I
like
could tell
greatest
you.
country hits of something.
There's like a 2 LP set, Country Funk, and
Oh.
it's good.
Yeah.
And he's on like part 2 with like California Women or whatever.
Did that come with your
Oh.
house or?
Yeah, it did. It's like, oh, you're buying, you're moving to the country, and you have a lot of weeds. So there you go.
There you go.
Those actually grow from trees.
Were they calling it Funk Tree?
Sure.
But actually, Hoyt Axton, little tidbit, wrote 3 Dog Night's "Joy to the World."
Get
and
Out of
sold
Town.
it to him. Yeah,
So he's responsible for that terrible song.
yeah, it's not a great song.
Wasn't he playing a sheriff in what the fuck was that movie we did? Oh,
I think it's-
with Tim Matheson, Buried Alive. Is he in that?
Probably.
Is he the sheriff in that movie?
Sure. Let's say he is.
Because he has come up at some point on the show before. And I was trying to guess without the
Nah.
use of the internet, so now I'll just confirm it.
Now, audience, I got a story to tell you. Jeremiah was a bullfrog, and he was a good friend of mine.
He that intro. Apparently, this movie there was a 2.5 hour like rough cut of it, so the lot got cut out.
Is that one of the things that like fans are demanding be released? I've never heard of the.
I mean,
Dante
At least the
cut.
Dante cut.
No, I mean, it was just a work print. You know what I mean? They just tried to
Oh,
release
okay.
Release the work print.
But there was a scene before this that they cut out that is necessitated the intro narration being a little clunky.
I kind of like this intro narration
too.
because it's like film noir-esque. It's like really weird. It's like,
Yes.
I'm a traveling salesman. Some dame sent me up the river, so now I'm down here in Chinatown.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, I didn't need another scene of him like selling to someone
Yeah.
because that's what that's what it was. It was him trying to get the bathroom buddy to somebody else.
Sure.
And then my heart breaks every time
Man,
I have to
oh,
fucking watch him do
Fucking
this shit.
failed inventor.
dude, listen, I have a really hard time respecting someone who's like, my main profession is sitting at home being, quote, an inventor. No thanks. That's some silly ass shit, dude.
I mean,
and
like-
your wife fucking hates you for it, Hoyt Axton.
Well, I mean, like those jobs are usually like, oh, I was an electrician, and then I had this idea while I was doing this thing, and I rerouted.
An actual light bulb was above my head.
and I made the George Foreman grill and sold it to George Foreman or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like those
Well,
are
no,
things.
yeah, like people who it's like, oh, I just came upon a thing because I came up with an idea. Of course, like
Yes,
that's
but
how
the-
like innovation happens. But some guy who's like, I'm gonna sit in my garage and
Yes.
just think of inventions.
Right, because he's got like an egg cracking invention. He's
Yes.
got an orange juicer. He's
Also,
got
the-
the bathroom buddy.
The notion of like shit that's totally fine and you're making inventions to make them better, like the mom has like the remote control to answer the phone, just pick up the phone.
Yeah.
It's totally fine.
Well, this family lives in terror of this guy because they all have to use his garbage, and like they don't want to.
It's all just like polite
Oh.
smiling and grinning, you
And
know?
you could tell they're much more at ease when he's not in the house.
Oh yeah, when it's
Definitely.
just
They're
Billy
getting
and
around
Mom.
much
They
better.
love his month-long business trips.
Oh, you're going to one of your conventions, huh? See you later.
Dude, this inventors convention that's happening on Christmas Eve. Okay.
Well, this is I had the same thought as you, but then I realized that having an inventors convention on Christmas Eve cuts down the holiday suicide rate right in half.
Right, you're getting them all together with
Yeah.
like
Might be my big
like-minded
break.
people.
Exactly. You give them something to do on the holiday. It's a lot easier.
Because those all are people that would fucking jump off a
The
bridge.
bathroom
man.
buddy definitely has like a razor that comes out to slit your wrists.
Hey man, just talk to this robot. It's okay. Things are going to be better. There's this robot who wants to talk
the
to you.
robot is in the movie.
Yeah.
Doing a
Yes.
deal. He's doing a deal
Not
over
only
the phone.
that, I mean, now we're just jumping to this convention. Is that okay? Is that all right?
This is what WLM is, man.
We're
Everybody
having
knows
fun here.
Gremlins.
Just love it. So at this convention, when he's on the phone, in the background, fucking H.G. Wells' The Time Machine from the 1960
Yeah.
movie is in the background.
Yeah.
And then when they cut to the mother, he's talking to the mother, and they cut back to Hoyt Axton, and time travel worked, and the thing is gone.
Oh, I noticed that.
It's so good.
I wasn't paying attention that it was a time machine, though. I was like, oh, they just moved that car.
Well, it's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
great because he's like,
It's an
oh
actual
yeah,
time machine.
he's like, oh yeah, time. The whole convention's really good. a lot of really good ideas here. I'll probably do better next year.
He was like caught with his pants down.
Yeah.
And like the fact that everyone's got good inventions but him.
Yeah, I showed a broken egg cracker earlier today, hon. We're
By
going to
the
get
way-
you that hamburger for Christmas.
Confirmation: Sheriff Sam Eberly in 1990s Buried Alive
Oh,
that we
previous
definitely did an episode on.
He shows up at this place in Chinatown. He's trying to sell. I think he's trying to sell businesses. Hey, here's not just a one-on-one basis. Like, hey, look, take the bathroom, buddy. You
bulk
can sell,
order, yeah.
sell it in your shop.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Which Chinatown?
Great question.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
This is All America USA.
Yeah. I mean, you can almost assume.
That's just what he calls China.
Well, like when they cut to
I'm
the
in
town, it's
Chinatown.
just Kingston Falls,
Yeah.
USA.
I was on a plane for 18 hours to get to Chinatown.
That's why he's a bad fucking salesman. No strategy, just flying to China.
It is, yeah, and this is you get your early 80s Asian mysticism boom that we had going on
Yeah.
there.
Well, they all have these secret basement stores, dude.
Yes.
Haven't you been to Chinatown?
Complete with kid in Yankees cap, by the way. I'm looking at you, fucking Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, totally. We're fucking sharing the prop department, dude. That's what I think this is about.
So I guess that confirms this would be New York's Chinatown,
That
or at
makes
least an approximation of.
I think
Maybe
there's
it's
something-
Flushing.
I feel like there's something in.
It would be a Mets hat if.
Yeah,
Flushing.
probably.
Gremlins 2 is definitely the city, and I think there's something
Yeah.
about later in
Yeah.
that, like they're like, oh, in upstate, blah blah blah, where I grew
Oh,
up.
you're right,
kind of
but
thing.
it definitely is New York because Gizmo is in the New York City Chinatown.
That's
at the
right.
Start of Gremlins
At the
2.
start of Gremlins 2,
Oh,
I thought
okay.
they had moved, though.
I don't.
I mean,
they're
I
like-
would fucking move with this fucking nightmare machine you got here, this fucking world killer that you're fucking shacking up with.
I haven't seen it in forever, but I
Yeah.
believe there's like they're gonna bulldoze
They
the
are.
shop.
They
to
do
build
bulldoze the
to
shop in the
build
beginning.
a tower.
Yeah.
Right.
One of my favorite things that Hoyt Axton says in that narration, though, is the way he says Chinatown, where he's just like, I was walking the streets of Chinatown. Like it's a fucking alien planet. Like he was so confused to use Chinatown.
So he goes and he meets this guy named Mr. Wing and his young assistant or nephew or grandson.
I think it's a grandson situation.
And it's a basement shop, like we said. And he's
Yeah.
like, what? Basement?
Yeah, sure. What? You're gonna kill me down there, boy?
That's what he said. He's like, what's going to go on down there? Which is a smart move by Hoyt Axton, dude. You get rolled real quick.
Whoa. You didn't say anything about stairs.
Let
Papa's knees are pretty bad these days.
me just remind you, little boy, that the travel buddy's got scissors in it.
Why don't
I will
you,
defend myself. Oh, bathroom buddy. excuse
Why
me.
don't you get me a rug and I can sit on it and try to roll down these stairs without breaking my neck?
Like this guy, Hoyt Axton in this movie is a great big fat guy, but he's like one of the last great big fat guys that I feel like could beat the fucking shit
Oh,
out
dude,
of me.
yeah.
The
Oh,
reach of this
absolutely.
guy, it's like, yes, it's fat, but it's all calloused.
He's
somehow.
like the kingpin. He's
Yeah.
like built like he's built like a fucking doorway, dude.
This dude, Jonathan Winters, was that way.
Yes.
Just a big like bear of a person.
Mhm.
I
He'll
like
fucking
that,
break your
too.
neck with his own hands.
This going down the stairs reminds me of that time that I was when I was a kid trying to buy liquor in Atlantic City, and this guy tried to take me and my friend under the boardwalk to sell us. I'm like, I'm not going down
Well,
there,
okay,
pal.
how old were you?
Like 13.
13,
No,
trying to
no,
buy-
I was like 16. Sorry,
Wait.
16.
Steve, haven't heard the song Under the Boardwalk? Good things happen under
Yeah,
there.
that's right.
The best things happen under there.
But so he goes down and he's like tries to tell the guy, the bathroom buddy, he's not into it. Obviously, Mr.
Because
Wings-
it's a piece of shit.
it's like it looks like a fucking ham radio.
It's
Why do I want to
so
carry around this
stupid.
Nintendo GameCube?
And it's like everything's like glue. It's like everything you'd need in a bathroom glued onto it. So it's got like nail clippers. So it'd be really awkward to fucking clip your nails on.
Yeah,
this
the
thing.
same thing with the toothbrush.
Yeah, and
and
the
it's-
shaver. My God, the back end of this shaver that I got to
It's-
maneuver.
Also, way bigger than any bathroom kit bag you would ever have.
exactly.
It's humongous.
That's why this dad is a joke.
Yeah.
He's a loser. He's a lovable loser, but he's a loser.
A family of losers.
I think he's a monster. We'll get to this later. But
yes,
I think
he
he's a
belongs in
monster.
jail for sure. But and it's 1984, so
Yeah.
he can be a complete fucking failure
Yes.
and
Yep.
just fall face down on every single thing he ever invests in,
Right.
and still have a giant house
Mhm.
in this beautiful town of Kingston Falls. It's
You're not wrong. It's
Yeah.
not, well, even especially like so he he overhears a little noise like, "Oh, what's that? Oh, wow, it's a crazy little hobgoblin. I need to have one of them there hobgoblins." And he's like, well,
it's gonna be it's my son's present for Christmas.
Which,
first of all, your son's already working a fucking steady job.
I know, he's like 24 years old.
Seriously?
Get this kid a present.
Well, you know what, dude? Because he's still fucking sitting up in his attic bedroom reading comic books.
Yeah.
Okay?
But
There's a little bit of stunting going on here in this house.
Also, my feeling is that is originally a grift.
yeah. Oh,
To
what do you
say
mean?
like, oh, I'm looking for a thing for my son. Will you buy this piece of shit for
I
me,
see.
please?
well, then he totally gets screwed over if it is a grift because he gives that kid $200.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
where's he getting $200 in 1984 from on this business trip where he isn't selling anything? He's taking a total bath anyway.
Yeah.
The motels, the prostitutes, he's way down.
It's steak dinners every night of the
Mhm.
week. This guy can't survive without a steak a day. He's like a lion. The fucking genuine size of this man.
But he's like, $100. No, $200. I need to have this hobgoblin.
I'll
And he's-
throw away my life savings to get this hobgoblin for my little son who's 23 years old.
And he's like, Mr. Wing's like, absolutely not. Not for sale. It's not a, it's a very dangerous thing. By the way, this thing could destroy a whole town. Let me
Well.
tell you, looks cute. It could destroy a whole town.
Well.
You know, Mr. Wing, here's the thing. I'm just saying, you need to be specific about what you're
Yeah.
wanting here. If you do X, Y will happen.
Well, I really want this Gremlin. Well, guess it's the 25th year in a row that Billy won't get the college fund I have for him. Here's $200.
But he will love this gremlin, boy.
But it's you maybe not even to the customers, but to your grandson. Be like, look, this thing over here. Like I know we were always playing fucking games and it's great over here. You get that thing wet, we're in huge trouble. You feed that thing after midnight, the world is ending.
Oh, and by that, I mean midnight Beijing time, so 11 a.m. here.
Yeah, what happens if you go on vacation with Gizmo?
Hilariously, they actually bring that up in the sequel.
I
There's this
forgot.
long discussion about like it's Dante making fun of himself because it's essentially a bunch of guys in a room being like, well, what happened? Because they learn about Gremlins. It's like, well, what happens if this happens? What happens if this happens?
Yeah.
And it's all like things logically you would think about. And
Right.
like it's Dante being like, yeah, it doesn't make sense. Fuck you.
Hey, that's fucking Chris Columbus's fault with this movie, buddy. He's got the sole writing credit on this.
Right. This might be the best thing he's ever done.
I think so.
It is.
Probably.
Well, apparently, like he was in like a kind of a darker place when he wrote this. Like he was just kind of like a
Just hating Christmas.
yeah. I mean, that's what's so great
I
about
can
this movie.
get
That's
down on that.
why I love that we're releasing this on Christmas Eve. It is exactly a dark Christmas movie. You're probably listening. If you are listening to this on Christmas or Christmas Eve, you're not having a great time. So good for you. Fuck Christmas anyway. Let's hang out.
Yeah.
Let's watch fucking Gremlins. Let's watch that old lady get fucking thrown out a window.
Exactly. More hanging out on Patreon, by the way. Patreon.com/We Hate Movies. Don't be an Ebenezer and help us injured boys
It's,
out.
don't be a Scrooge, dude.
Oh, but what is his first name?
Ebenezer.
Ebenezer. But
So-
nobody says it that way.
Well, I know him on a first name basis.
Oh, I see. Fair
we go
enough.
way back. We were in the war together.
That delivery was much like George Costanza's like, that's it. Let's play two.
What a great day for a ball game. Let's play two.
Yeah, more podcasts are available on that Patreon.
He buys the fucking thing.
After the grandson is like, hey, just listen, man, just go stand outside. I'm
Yeah.
going to deal with my grandfather.
Uh-huh.
And it's clearly like, all right, grandpa, go to bed. I'll close the store down. And then he goes, grabs the
You-
basket. Gives
You've
it to
never shut the store down before. What are you're
Well, no.
fucking
I'm getting a lot older, grandpa. I need some more responsibilities.
But I
you know what I
haven't
mean?
even told you which key is the
Yeah, I'll
one
figure it
that-
out.
Okay, that seems weird.
I don't think. How much do you think of this $200 the grandfather's actually seeing, or is it going right up this kid's
Oh,
arm?
it's
Oh,
just. Yep. I think you
Right
nailed
up this
Steve.
10-year-old's arm.
Wow.
Hey,
yeah, he's
buddy, I
finding
need-
some sweet fucking skag,
We
I
should
bet.
mention the two thuds in this sequence. And
Yes.
it kind of docks the movie a little bit. That makes it not age as well.
Yes.
Is there? Hoyt Axton mentions dragon breath, and there is a gong noise in this scene.
So Hoyt Axton just says, like, what is the
Well, he's like,
context
oh
of
yeah,
dragon breath? I don't
get the
remember.
bathroom, buddy, in case you got dragon breath. Gong.
And
Oh,
then he's like,
bad breath.
Yeah, Jesus
Wow.
fucking Christ,
That's
dude.
terrible. I totally missed that entirely.
Yeah.
So he says dragon breath,
Yep.
excuses himself, says bad breath,
Right.
and then a gong.
Real-
No, the
Realizes-
gong is in between.
Yeah.
Oh, the gong is a corrective gong.
Right.
Yes.
I see.
Chuck Barris was over there.
Yes,
hitting the fucking thing.
The gong is him being like, "Oh, racism."
Got it. Yeah, it's
Oh, it just comes out of me sometimes. Sorry about
Whoops-a-doodle.
that. I said it to your face. I'm supposed to say it later.
Sorry, I got to reserve it for my Secret Inventor podcast.
Yeah, all those words they should be in my diary. Manifesto, really, but I'll call it a diary.
I got an interview with Saturday Night Live coming up.
Oh, you fucking SJWs got Rand Peltzer canceled.
He's the best inventor. So he sells he gets sold the thing, and it's the 3 rules, which are don't get it wet, don't
Feed it after midnight,
no,
and no
Don't
direct
fuck
light.
around. All
Yeah.
right, don't shed light on it.
well
Yeah.
yes no sunlight. Yeah, it's no sunlight, don't get it wet, and never ever, seriously, this is the bad one because it's gonna turn into a fucking monster
Right.
if after midnight. And then the movie starts. We're out of like this weird cultural appropriation scene, and it's like we get Baby Please Come Home, and we're in fucking white America where this movie needs to take place because it's all about white people.
First words on the screen: Steven Spielberg
Exactly.
presents.
Of course.
I know.
I mean, that's
know.
how it works.
I
But God bless him for like giving Joe Dante this big
Oh,
shot.
I mean, in
And
the '80s, he was producing a lot of good movies, so I give him
yeah.
credit for this quite a bit.
There is so this is like the same little town square that serves as Hill Valley and whatnot, One gross difference, though, in this movie, definitely Zach Galligan walking right by a Burger King. Just right fucking there's a Burger King. And I was reminded of, what was that, Monster Squad?
Oh right,
The
yeah,
fucking
big
weird
fat
Burger King in that, too.
Also, Back to the Future.
Oh, he
That's where
Doc
Dave-
Brown
Dave-
lives. That's right. Doc Brown lives next door to the
Yes.
Burger King.
See previous episode.
That's like an actual standing Burger King, though.
I kind of like. I mean, I love the way that they make this town look. I know it's just the back lot, but like the snow, it's like
Yeah.
packed with
Mhm.
snow
Yep.
everywhere. You can't move without snow. It
And
feels really.
is this supposed to be like
Christmassy.
Midwest-ish?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea.
We kind of maybe it's New York, possibly
Maybe.
upper New York. I don't know.
Well, that's what we just discussed. Was the sequel, I guess, confirms that this is supposed to be somewhere in upstate New York.
Does it? Well, it's Manhattan, right? But-
Right.
Okay.
But Steve was saying there's
Yeah,
something about they mentioned
they're
like going back
possible.
upstate
Yeah,
or something.
okay.
I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while.
Now there is a Kingston, New York. I don't know
Right.
about a Kingston Falls, New York.
Now, how is Kingston, Eric?
It's fucking getting hip out of nowhere. I don't understand it. I don't.
So yeah, I mean, we got Baby Please Come Home. We're just watching this town wake up, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
These are some of my favorite kinds of scenes is like small town waking up. You
Yeah.
have the fucking, I love the crooked cop trying to get a free Christmas tree out of the Christmas tree seller.
Why don't you throw some ornaments in there too?
I don't have fucking ornaments. It's a Christmas tree store. What are we talking about?
Wow, that's a nice pickup truck you used to deliver Christmas trees. Would be a shame if it got towed.
You know, though, Owen, those DUIs could go away pretty quickly.
And the bullets in my gun could go in your head.
Also,
Just letting you know. If I don't get this tree.
give
You
me
also-
this tree now.
You also got Corey Feldman, a very young Corey Feldman, as the little tree boy here. He's like dressed as a Christmas tree to sell.
You can't tell that it's Corey Feldman
Yeah.
until later in the movie when he delivers a Christmas tree.
Also, you can't say tree boy in a movie where there's magical creatures because
Yeah.
there's going to be an actual tree boy.
It's a good
He's a
point.
magical tree boy.
We meet Billy, who is Hoyt Axton's son. And here's the thing. I mean, like, I want to be on Billy's side. He's the protagonist of the movie. He's got
Yeah.
some good kills. He saves the day a couple times. You can't be a grown man and bringing your dog to work. Like, this is like
Nope.
fucking frog in your goddamn
Yeah.
suit business.
It's
bullshit.
so
Like,
sad.
Yes.
And it's clearly not the first time because there's like newspaper under his little teller station. Like,
Mhm.
dude, it's a bank. Like, I know there are some offices out there that are like dog friendly. My office is dog friendly.
Sure.
I've brought Marty like twice.
Yeah, sure.
I have a feeling this is like an everyday thing with this guy. They're like, oh, here comes fucking Billy again. He's got that goddamn dog with him.
I used to work at a kid-friendly office. And I
Oh.
felt the same way. I was like, oh, God, he's got that goddamn kid with him again.
Sticking the kid under his desk with all the
Yeah.
newspaper.
And you know
Yeah.
that kid could just be pissing all over the
They
floor.
pissing shit everywhere.
Zach Galligan's car isn't starting. We meet the legendary Dick Miller as Mr. Futterman.
Yeah.
I love his whole thing. The sole purpose of this character is to complain about foreign influence in American consumerism. It's just that character, and he does it very well.
Goddamn foreign cars. That's why your car won't start. It's a foreign car, but I got a fucking Kentucky-made tractor.
Oh, dude, the Kentucky Harvester.
Yes.
But it's kind of great because like it's not a character. Like it is a small town and blah blah blah. Idealism everywhere, but it is like you're not supposed to like this guy. Like I mean, like he's likable because of the performance, but it's like, oh, like this guy's kind of an asshole. Like and Billy likes him enough, but like it's the movie. What I love about this movie is the dark edge of everything.
Oh,
it's a perfect like anti-Christmas movie.
It's like a lighter version of like a Twin Peaks Christmas. Like there is some shit in the underbelly of Kingston Falls.
I mean, we'll get to a scene later where we get a slice of Dick Miller's home life, and my God, I might as well be in a Mike Lee movie.
The good Mike Lee movies that he doesn't make anymore. We're introduced to Mrs. Diegle, who has the best fucking death in the movie. She's one of these like, oh, it's the old matriarch of the town. One of these people that should be put right out of their fucking misery, but everybody's scared of her.
So we do get a scene with Mrs. Peltzer watching "It's a Wonderful Life" on television. So I feel like this character is like a Mr. Potter approximation.
Definitely.
Right. We are
She's
dealing
Lynn,
with that.
by the way.
Lynn?
Yeah, Lynn
Peltzer.
Peltzer.
Well, isn't Mr. Potter supposed to be Mrs. Deedle?
What do you mean?
Deagle.
Deagle.
Well, no, that's what
Yeah,
Eric's
that's
saying.
what I'm saying.
okay.
Yeah, that's approximation of like
Yeah.
the capitalist shadow that's overtaking this town.
Right. And it's a bank.
And
exactly.
She's got a hand in the bank.
There's a lot of things about her buying up the town, kind of a thing.
Yeah, there is a sign that's like the Diegle real estate or something like that. But like she is a piece of fucking shit, man. She comes into this bank and she's holding this like ceramic snowman head, and she goes up to Billy and is like, "Your dog knocked this down," and he's apologetic, offers to pay for it immediately, and this fucking garbage person is like, No, I want that dog because I'm gonna take it to the pound so they execute it.
Like she could pull strings at the shelter.
I bet, dude. This whole fucking crooked town's in her pocket. These pieces of shit that pop
They're
out like Kingston
injecting
Falls.
animals and children and whatever for her every day.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was the Frosty the Snowman's head. I found a magical beast in the woods. There's a snowman, and I took his head off.
She does say it's from Bavaria, so it could be a cursed object.
Hey, I got a dog. Put him in the 10-day suite, if you know what I mean. Give him the 31st day suite.
Ma'am, this is a toddler.
I don't care. The 31st day suite.
And Zach Galligan's like, she says like, and that it'll be quick and painless, and that'll be preferable to if I got my hands on him. And he's like, well, what would you do? And she's basically just like, well, I'd torture this animal to death.
So they're putting it in the dryer and spin cycle. And the dog, who's like this super smart, your 80s super smart sentient dog, understands that this lady is talking about his death.
Doesn't some guy go like, that'll do it?
That's the thing. These fucking cowards that just kowtow to this woman, dude.
I love it.
She's like, I'm going to execute this dog via torture. And this fucking old piece of shit that runs the bank is like, oh, that'll do the trick nicely, Mrs. Diegle. You are a genius, and may I say, quite beautiful.
I love this dog. Played by a dog actor named Mushroom, a classic dog.
Pretty
actor.
great. Although I will say,
was Mushroom in?
He was in Pumpkinhead, actually.
Oh,
apparently.
really?
Yeah, storied career.
Stay
Playing
tuned.
Barney in this movie. I don't believe he plays Barney in Pumpkinhead.
No, yeah, it's two
He's got a
different characters.
name.
Not a shared universe.
Not a shared
It'd be
universe.
cool if it was a shared universe.
oh man, then Lance Henriksen could come after the Gremlins.
That would be
when Gremlins age, they become Pumpkinheads.
They become Lance Henriksen.
Yeah, I'm just a 67-year-old gremlin. Can't believe I made it this long.
I ate after midnight. This is what I look like.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a gremlin that starred on the television series Millennium.
That's why he's so thin and frail. You can see all of his bones popping out.
I ate after midnight during the French Revolution.
I was actually a flasher gremlin by trade, and then, sure enough, that led to the acting bug. I met Jim Cameron, and here I am.
A couple of years in miming school, too, but hey, everybody's got their off years.
Speaking of horny for this old lady and kissing her ass, Judge Reinhold swoops in here as like the up-and-coming bank co-manager or something. He's playing a real piece of shit in this movie.
You're yuppie scum. It's the 80s.
That's true. Like he says something about like he's a junior vice president at 23.
Yes.
And that like by 25 he'll have the bank manager's job, and then
Right.
by 30 he'll be a millionaire.
Yeah.
You're by working at this small town bank. Okay,
Whatever,
fucking
buddy.
pipe dream, Johnny.
But,
Whatever
I mean,
you say.
Who the fuck knows how the 1980s economy worked? It's so long ago because like Hoyt
True.
Axton could have that mansion and lobsters for dinner.
Hoyt Axton's dropping $200 on Gremlins.
You're
You know
just
what I mean?
dropping, he's got a gremlin budget.
Well, I'll tell you, honey, the Gremlin budget this month has blown up a bit.
Are we actually using 4 gremlins, honey? Could we do with 3?
That's right,
800
honey.
seems like
I
a lot
was
of
ripped
money.
off by approximately 8 Chinese men last month.
Hey, Billy, you love cryptozoology, so I got you this griffin for your birthday. Oh, here's Bigfoot staying with us. Harry and the Hendersons. Now.
Honey, you got to park the car out in front of the house because the Minotaur's sleeping in the garage. I already promised him.
Slipped the Minotaur $200 and he's staying with us.
Honey, good news. Newt Scamander is in town, and he has got a bevy for me.
$600, honey. I have the pale man from Pan's Labyrinth coming to dinner.
Billy, you ever want to meet Slender Man?
So Judge Reinhold is like giving shit to Billy, follows him to like the bar after work, continues harassing this guy. This is where he's like humble bragging about his promotions.
This is the most amazing thing because Phoebe Cates, the great Phoebe
Oh
Cates,
my God, my biggest crush of my childhood.
mine too. She comes in and she's like in love with Billy. It's so clear from the get-go. But then Judge Reinhold is trying to get her to like come over. He's like, "Come on, man, I got cable." Dick Miller has cable. Everybody's got cable. What the fuck? I have a fucking soda machine.
Because let me tell you, dude, like back in the day, like in the mid 80s, that was still a selling point. It wasn't an everybody thing.
But poor fucking Phoebe Cates, man. The only half decent dick in this town is fucking Zach Galligan, who wants to be a comic book artist but works at the bank.
Kids back then, it was cable and chill.
He, by the way, a little legendary cameo in this.
This is weird. Yeah.
The scene starts. He's at the bar and he's like drawing. He wants to be. He's actually drawing Mrs. Diegle for some guy, and this guy's like, the old batch never looked better. It's Chuck Jones.
Yeah.
Really?
Playing Mr.
Yes.
Jones.
Yeah.
What?
He's like, well, thanks a lot, Mr. Jones. I got to get going.
Well, in at least in the Wikipedia, it says as Mr. Chuck Jones is Mr. Jones, Billy's drawing mentor, which I think that's like, welcome to drawing class, Billy. Let's start with a fucking bottle of scotch.
Yeah, why don't you draw this still life of me drinking?
Now, Billy, how many uppers you bring today?
Why don't you draw me a sexy picture of that bartender, Billy? Why don't you draw me that, Billy?
All right, why don't you draw me one of that bartender right there kissing Mrs. Deagle?
Holy shit.
You know what hentai is, Billy? Let me tell you.
Mrs. Squid Deagle, Billy.
He sees all the gremlins up and he's like, my dream has come true.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm Hoyt Axton. These are pretty good, Billy. I'm going to invent a website called DeviantArt.
So like, yeah, we the bar is kind of going on. We see the bar. She works. And I kind of agree with Judge Reinhold here because
absolutely.
He's like, oh, what do you? She also works at the bank with Billy. That's where they flirt all day, and they also work with Judge Reinhold. And he's like, what are you doing working at this bar? He's like, well, I come in here on Wednesday nights just to fill in so that they don't have to hire another waitress. And he's like, you work for free? And she's like, yeah, it helps the town. Like, nah, dude.
No, and that's the whole thing. Like the start of this, like when Phoebe Cates enters the film at the bank, she's trying to get Billy to sign a petition to make the bar a landmark because the very bank they work for and Mrs. Deagle or whatever are trying to like pull the lease and shut them down. How fucking valued is this? Well, then he's like, actually, the best line of this entire movie is they're talking about this bank, and Zach Galligan's like, oh, I'll definitely sign that petition because whoever's tavern is where my dad proposed to my mom, to which she responds, that's where everyone's dad proposed to everyone's mom. Yikes, Kingston Falls.
Maybe unpopular opinion, I want this place bulldozed.
What?
Because the fucking idiot guy, the guy who owns it, comes by in a Christmas fucking hat and is like, hey, you see all those people around the beer table? Another round, free on the house.
Yep.
I want to burn to death in my own fucking generosity.
Yeah, I mean, you got to charge for a drink. You got to pay your fucking waitresses, pal.
Yes.
Hate to break it to you.
Yep, exactly. What are we doing here? What are we doing giving rounds of beer for free?
And you
not
know
paying
Chuck
people?
Jones isn't tipping anything. He's
Here's a doodle. It's worth $5.
here's a shell of the Road Runner. It's gonna be it's worth like 10 grand, but
It's just his leg, but imagine the rest of him there.
Could you actually give me change back for this? It's going to be really worth something.
it's worth 10 grand. The beer was like 20, so that's 9,980 you owe
Just
me.
give me a Speedy Gonzalez back. We'll call it even.
So then Billy goes home. He's hanging out with his mom a little bit. We see the house. We see all the crazy. I do like that he's a crappy inventor, which is an early 80s trope, but he's not a Rube Goldberg inventor like your Doc Browns and your fucking
No,
Rick
but dude,
Moranis's.
it is so close with that fucking egg cracker.
Yeah.
You know what does the job? Your hand and the side of a bowl.
Later in this movie, this lady, Mrs. Peltzer, is using the gag is it's always terrible. It explodes. It makes
Right.
you it usually gets all over you. She's making hot coffee with this thing. Steer clear. And you're taking your own life in your hands.
Dude, it looks like fucking brown poop going through like a Play-Doh thing. She's like, I don't think I can drink this. And he like Hoyt Axton grabs the cup of coffee and is stirring it, and they're joking. He's like, oh, you don't think we could drink this? And I'm like, this is your livelihood, sir. Nothing you create and I guess attempt to sell works at all. You're a fucking scam artist. It's a joke. This shit is a hobby, and you are not providing for your family.
It's like when Krusty the Clown approves all the merchandise that's like
Yes.
on fire and shit. Yeah, this is all fine.
Hoyt Axton comes in. He's like, oh, fa la 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 la. And she's like, oh, did you make any sales? He's like, I got real close. And Billy and her share a glance of like,
yep.
Hey,
Hey,
we're not
Mom.
eating this week.
Yeah.
When are you gonna leave him? When are you gonna leave him, Mom?
Well, the glance is not only because he didn't sell anything, but he smells like JD, like real bad.
Oh, JD and cheap perfume, dude. Absolutely. And we're just turning our heads, aren't we, Peltzer family? We're all just pretending like fa la 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 la.
Yes.
The Christmas time is here.
Guess it's another week of Wonder Bread and butter sandwiches for us.
That's what we call Christmas turkey here in the Peltzer household.
15 Wonder Bread and butter sandwiches.
Hey, kids, you want some ice cream? I'll take a bowl out to the snowbank.
And he's like, well, Billy,
Oh, he's just like putting salt on fucking sugar on snow.
Both. He's putting salt and sugar.
yeah, a little texture for you, but
A little
Billy
pepper.
boy.
The Peltzer dessert. It's a new thing now.
He's like, oh, this present won't keep, Billy boy, and it's the Gremlin. It's
Right.
I'm sorry, it's the Mogwai,
Right.
which is Gizmo, played by Howie Mandel of all people.
That's right. I forgot about that. And I bought the 4K disc, and it's probably on the Blu-ray also, but there's like commentary,
Mhm.
and it's like Joe Dante, Zach Galligan, and it was like Howie Mandel was like, the fuck? And then I had to look it up. I forgot.
Right.
Do you
and
know who? But do you know who else is on the voice list?
Right. The adversary playing Stripe, right?
Is
Yeah.
Frank the motherfucker Welker.
Yeah.
Fucking finally, a
The
substantial role.
And they were running buddies apparently at the time because Frank Welker
Really?
suggested Howie Mandel for the part of Gizmo.
Oh, I thought you meant they were literally jogging partners.
They might have been. No, running buddies. You know, they're at Studio 54 getting gacked on Yay.
Oh, totally, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just getting
JD,
fucking.
cheap perfume.
They're getting sucked off at the same time, giving each other high fives.
Yeah,
Frank-
I'm getting. Oh, whoa, yeah. I'm gonna fucking audition for Gremlins tomorrow. I'm gonna set you up, brother.
I'm about to turn into a Gremlin.
So he's like, oh wow, cool. A totally new and like I would if I saw this thing, I would fucking freak the fuck out.
That's an interesting thing. Is the reaction to this creature is not realistic in the slightest,
Except for
including
Mushroom. Mushroom is like, what the fuck?
Mushroom
Right,
understands.
the dog. Right.
Oh, sorry.
Zach Galligan can't like at all be impressed that this thing is like mimicking the tones of his keyboard and starts just singing. Like, come on, man! How about a little wonder? It's not like it's just like another hamster.
It's a good looking puppet, obviously. I mean, the
It's
puppetry
great,
is
yeah.
fantastic.
All
in
the
this movie.
puppetry, the stop motion in this is
Yeah.
awesome. I think.
But it is an abomination in the eyes of the Lord.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's where I would go with
Yeah,
this.
I would
Like,
put a pillow over its head.
Rand fucking Peltzer gives these rules like it's the fucking terms and conditions agreement on iTunes. He's like, maybe don't get it wet, I guess.
Just-
Light's bad for it.
Just press agree, Billy.
Well,
Move
he's
along.
like-
Just press agree.
It just doesn't really matter.
He's like, oh yeah, I almost forgot. Here's these 3 crucially important things that I should have told you the second I walked in the door.
Keep-
Now here,
keep 'em
Barney,
out of-
here's some chocolate and grapes.
Keep him out of sunlight. Number 1. Number 2, give me JD, Jack Daniels.
Number 3, don't check my collars now.
Number 4, I've been inventing a kiss machine, and that's why the lipstick is there.
Hey Billy, I was working on the kiss machine. I invented the fleshlight. We're gonna be billionaires.
Number 5, feed me after midnight. Number 6, don't feed it after midnight.
Don't get those 2 mixed up. I want to be woken up at midnight and fed.
Put some ham in my mouth, Billy.
You know what? Don't wake me up. Just put the hand in my mouth.
Trust, the whole thing doesn't have to be in my mouth. I'll suck it in as the night goes on.
Look, I snore anyway, Billy. I can just get the ham, snoring ham.
Billy, feel free to get creative. Just put, some snoozing spaghetti never hurt anyone.
You just squirt a bunch of mayonnaise into my open yaw.
I do not want to wake up hungry, Billy, and I will know if I have or have not eaten while I slept.
Look, the littlest thing you can do for me, Billy, just a little open face sleep sandwich.
Number 7, don't expose me to light. Number 8, don't expose it to light.
That's the same rule. We both sleep in most days. I have approximately 0 meetings to attend.
I will die. It's hungover. Oh, actually, I mean, it will die. I'm hungover.
But so he's like, "Oh wow, great! I'm 23 years old. Let me go up to my room." And again, I lived at home until I was 25. I'm not shit on anyone who moves home after college or doesn't even get out to college. Has to live with their parents. It's fine. But you gotta figure shit out, dude. And what you're doing is not figuring shit out.
See, I think this is a town problem. This does not look like an apartment happy place.
Yeah, that's
this
true.
seems like it's all zoned for housing.
need
No, well,
affordable
that's the
housing.
thing, though. Judge Reinhold, dude. Maybe then, with your logic, Chris Cabin, he's living outside the city limits because he invites Phoebe Cates to his new apartment.
Oh,
That's right. Well, here's what all that Billy needs to do. Because you're right, Steve. People have to live at home for various reasons. Totally fucking fine. But if you find yourself in a position where you are well into your second decade on this planet,
Sure.
you need to update the decorations in this bedroom
Right.
to be age appropriate. He's
Well,
living in a fucking 10-year-old's
He
room.
does have a Road Warrior poster, which
is
I
pretty
thought is
sharp.
pretty sharp.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. And you do have to change shit around if you have to live with your parents after all. After you're getting into adulthood.
sure.
Number 1 is like you have to start feeding your dad when he's sleeping.
Yes, it's important. Now, Billy, what you want to do is get in the corner with a bag of M&Ms and just toss those suckers into my mouth.
If you get him in the nose hard enough, Billy, it will go down into my mouth. Trust me on this.
You feed me when I'm sleeping. I'll eat when I'm awake.
Oh, man, he must have put roast beef in there last night. Oh, my God, honey.
Oh, I got some dream gravy on my shirt.
It's a wet dream, dude.
So he's like instantly best friends with this thing. I do appreciate Mushroom. His acting here does a good job at conveying that he's a little bit jealous of the
Oh,
situation.
sure.
There's a new fucking sheriff in town.
This dog is acting with his eyes like nobody's business. This dog is tremendously good.
Yeah, giving Meryl Streep a run for her money.
Absolutely. Like you can tell he's thinking about things. He wants stuff. Like
Most
food.
dogs want some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so at this point, like Corey Feldman shows up.
Tree delivery.
He delivers a tree. There's a lot of breakfast stuff. Blah blah blah. And he's like, "Oh wow, Mrs. Peltzer, can I go hang out with Billy?"
He's like right under a tree yelling, "Push, push." And he delivers the tree.
Oh, I got
See what I'm saying?
I got you.
Just like Jesus Christ was born this very night.
That's right.
He was born from a tree
Yes.
called Old Tenenbaum.
Oh, he was born from a tree, and to a tree he was delivered. At the
right,
end there.
nailed to for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, he was. Turns out he was the decoration. Huh?
I did a school play kind of a thing about 3 trees that influenced Jesus' life.
here
And,
we
Really?
go.
Are you
you know,
shitting me?
And I played a tree. I don't think I was. I think I was a tree that was the boat that him and Matthew were fucking around on.
This is some pagan stuff, dude.
Yeah, but not
Couple of young, sexy guys fucking around on a boat, dude. Little donkey punch action there.
No, it's like the talented Mr. Ripley.
Even better.
Jesus kills Matthew and takes his identity.
Oh, right. He hits him in the face with that boat oar.
I bet one of those three wise men who were riding a donkey punched it at some point.
But my teacher said that my performance was riveting.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
So that means like the rest of the auditorium burned to the ground.
Yeah, that's
Well, Stephen, everything else caught on fire and died. You were the best one. And best out of all the trees, too, huh?
Well, it wasn't really a school play. It was like sort of an in-class performance, you call it.
Oh.
Yes.
Would you?
And you stood out.
Oh, so expectations were lower.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It was the
Oh,
middle of the
absolutely.
day. It was right after lunch. It's like, we just got to burn some hours here, man.
We can only watch Free Willy so many times.
And so this is the other weird thing, though, where Billy, who's like 23, is like, hey, Corey Feldman, come up to my attic bedroom and hang out and read comic books. You know what?
Now-
How about not being friends with kids?
How old is Corey Feldman in this? Like, this is a young kid.
He's like 10 or 12,
13
12
maybe.
Yeah.
No, I'd say he's a little older than
Okay,
that.
yeah.
But
Maybe-
yeah.
Like, there needs to be more of a connection for this friendship. Like, they're both in Mr. Jones's drawing class.
Yeah,
or
that makes
something.
like that. And like, hey, guess what, Billy? You want to hang out with this kid? That's something, but you got to fucking keep it in the comic book store, pal.
That's
Yeah.
If
true.
he's coming over to your house, it's in the living room only. We're not going up to and then Billy's like getting
No,
changed.
it's okay, Dad. He's my bathroom buddy.
You like that, Dad? Mentioned your invention.
I don't care, man. So long as you keep the midnight chips in my mouth, I'm all right.
Now, this is the most interesting part of the bathroom buddy here. Now, obviously, you got your razor here. Now, here you got your dildo. You never know when that's going to come into play.
That's
It's
true.
More of a shorter. It's more of a butt plug. I'll be honest with you, Billy.
Call him Stubby.
Stubby. And Eric Siska as the voice of Stubby the Butt Plug.
I would do it.
Dude, if they did another like Brave Little Toaster movie, you could play Stubby the Butt Plug.
That'd be
I'm
amazing.
going in, boys.
Seriously, $50. I'm there. No, 200 so I can buy a Gremlins.
Oh, that's yeah. You want some Gremlin? No, it's about 800 now. It's 219.84, pal.
right. Fucking Reagan.
Yeah.
Corey Feldman fucks it up. Zach Galligan's got like a jar of paintbrushes that are in water. A bunch of it spills on Gizmo, and
Yes.
we start popping fucking Mogwai eggs here.
And he's like, "Oh wow, this is amazing." I'm not like you're not throwing up immediately looking at this thing.
Stomping on these things,
Yes,
dude.
I would
Stomping
definitely-
them right out,
Burn
dude.
the house down.
Yep.
I say it simply. Burn the fucking house
What
down.
is the smell like when this thing excretes its young? Is my question.
It's a great question, Steve, because it could
There's
be any number of horrible smells, and you know it's not a good smell.
There's a popping sound which infers wet to
you,
me.
you see a slight mist.
Yes,
Y-
oh,
but they're
totally.
not wet themselves.
No.
Stuff gets real wet later.
Yes.
They did-
Yeah,
it
that
does.
No,
does.
it's downright sloppy.
I mean, gremlins smell like absolute garbage.
They
but
have to. They really
there's
have.
definitely burnt hair being involved. Like it smells like that a little.
You
I
ever
bet.
meet somebody who has a chinchilla? It's like that, but worse.
No, I never have.
Yeah, it's a smelly little. lady.
Billy and Corey Feldman put the fingers under the nose with that stuff from Silence of the Lambs. Wrongful death.
So now, and he's like, "Oh, hey, cool. Why don't you take this? You're totally irresponsible, 13-year-old kid.
Yep.
Why don't you take this thing?" And somewhere, Mr. Wing is like, "Those fucking white people. I fucking knew it, man. I just got." And he's like berating his grandson, like, "I know because he's gonna get it wet. And he's gonna give it to some stupid kid."
Yep.
Yep. And here's where he's a monster. Because next morning, fucking big motherfucker comes down. He's like, that's what happens when you put water on him? Oh, this could be the Peltzer pet.
Yeah.
I could set up a road sign.
This could replace the dog.
I could
That's what he
sell
says. Yeah.
Mogwais out of Iraq.
Yeah.
Out there in the front yard. Freshly popped Mogwai.
Is it out of Iraq? Like as in the country.
Huh? No,
No,
like
Iraq.
Gotcha.
No, it's like, Billy, this is appealing, right? So it'll be like every day's a garage sale at our fucking house. Wouldn't
Yeah.
you like that, son?
Billy, I figured out a way to combat this aggression against Kuwait. We'll just fill Iraq with gremlins.
Oh, dude, it would crumble in days because these things are fucking terrors.
Yeah, but then you would just have to nuke it, dude, because otherwise, like, here's the thing. Gremlins, very intelligent, so much so they don't recognize borders.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
This should end like a dream catcher or something where like the government comes down to fucking kill everyone who
Dude,
knows about
Kingston
fucking
Falls
gremlins.
wiped off the
Yeah.
map, dude. Now
Or
just
at
a
least
parking lot.
Put it under the dome, maybe. Just put it under the dome.
The dome, of course.
dome.
they were gonna wipe out that outbreak town, I think they wipe out this place too.
Yeah,
Oh,
that makes
absolutely.
sense. Well, he's like, oh well, I better take this to, maybe it's pregnant. I got to take it to a doctor. The only thing I know is my old science teacher, Mr. Hansen, who I'm still calling Mr. Hansen, and like Mr. Hansen needs to be like, Bill, my name's Jeff, right? You can just call me Jeff. Like, I'm only like 9 years older than you. It's not that big of a deal.
Billy, you've dated my daughter. You can just call me Jeff. That's really okay by me.
The Mr. Hansen thing, it was cute when you're 17. Now you're 23. I'm just like, nah, man.
We're skipping over one of the more twisted parts of the movie. So Billy notices that there's one with like a mohawk, and he says this like 4 times in this movie, the same line. The one with the stripe is their leader.
Oh yeah,
He keeps saying
he
it.
does.
And so there's a quick scene where it's like the middle of the night. Zach Galligan wakes up. He's dressed like Bill Belichick's game day uniform, this fucking cut off sleeve sweatshirt that he's got. And he's like, where's the dog? Where's the dog? And the one with the stripe is like, and like pulling the covers up, like all innocent. Like, Billy opens the door, and this dog is outside in a snowstorm, hung from Christmas lights.
Poor Mushroom did its own stunts. It's like, this scene sucks.
There's another scene where Mushroom's fucking doing his own stunts at the end, dude. And let me tell you something. I don't think Mushroom knew he signed off for that one.
Nope.
I mean, Joe was great. I'm not going to say Joe wasn't great, and he was helping me get up in there into the Christmas lights. He was very hands-on, and I liked that about him. But I won't say that the insurance did not cover that.
And also, honestly, he was very kind of me. He gave me some of Hoyt Axton's ham. Hoyt was very upset to get it. We actually kind of battled over it for a second.
Joe, did I see right? You just gave a canine some of my Hoyt ham.
There's Hoyt ham and there's non-Hoyt ham. You'll notice the non-Hoyt ham pile is much larger because I've eaten all the other ham.
I will eat that dog, Joe.
You may also notice the Hoyt ham has a big H branded into the side of the ham.
I'm going to be going to sleep in my trailer, and that dog better be in my belly when I wake up.
Had to eat 8 hams last night, didn't you? Fuck it up today.
Joe, if I am not shitting a skeleton in the morning, I am walking off this set.
So he goes to the science teacher, and the science teacher's like, wow, this is a totally new sentient being that can kind of talk. Pretty interesting. You might have to run some tests on it. And he's like, sure. Also, like, what test? You're a fucking science teacher. Washout, dude. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like you're not a science guy. You know that? You play film strips.
Yeah, totally. You're setting up a fucking projector in the middle of the class, bud.
That day. I think the other days he might be teaching a class.
He's a world famous science teacher, according to Chris Cabin.
I mean,
Yes,
look,
that's
the
what I
greatest
said.
science techer.
if I need someone to explain what photosynthesis is, I'll ask Mr.
Sure.
Hansen. If I need someone to run gremlin tests, I'm going to a fucking lab.
Go to a gremlinologist, dude. They're out there.
I'm a gremlin.
So there's a weird, he's walking with Phoebe Cates, like I don't know if it's home from work or whatever.
Oh, this is the second night when fucking Dick Miller is shit hammered at that bar.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's right before,
Because he's fucking wasted because he's devastated. He found out there's foreign auto parts in his fucking snowplow.
Yes.
But this is where they have
And his Trump bear was made in China. He's really upset about it.
Yeah, totally. His Trump tie was made in China too. No, so he is lamenting that they like carry him out or whatever, and then so he walks her home from the bar.
Well, he's trying to drive home, and they almost let him.
Oh,
And then
sure.
Phoebe Cates is like, maybe not a great idea.
Yeah, because it'd be really bad if that snowplow like crashed into someone's house.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a tragedy?
Oh.
Is this when he's talking about the gremlins in the plane during World War II?
Yes, he sets that up. He's like,
Yeah.
we saw there's gremlins in there. Gremlins in the planes.
Yeah, he says
Well,
that.
you got to say that, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's where this is all from. That's where it all stems from, right?
But there's a gremlin in the White House, too.
Yes, everyone's a gremlin. No, but this is where Zach Galligan, it's the first of 2 conversations. Why don't you like Christmas? And she's like, yeah, fuck Christmas or something like that. And he goes like, what are you, Hindu or something?
Yeah.
Well, which is like, are you fucking kidding me?
Also, the answer to fuck Christmas is okay. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's totally because
What
again,
are you, Hindu?
Because
What are you worshiping something different than me?
Christmas is an American holiday. What I gotta say? Happy holidays at the bank for.
Exactly. It's fucking crazy. But her Christmas story is laugh out loud amazing.
It is
It's
tremendous.
great.
But I
It's
mean,
so
like,
great.
but that's why you don't say like, "What do you hate Christmas for?" Because someone's like, "Oh yeah, you want to fucking know?" And you hear this story and
Yeah.
you're devastated.
I was actually technically the first Silent Night, Deadly Night kid. So fuck you.
But somehow, and this must like attest to the low level of talent that's in Kingston Falls. But even after that awkward exchange, she agrees to go out on a date with him.
That's what I'm saying. He's the only half decent dick in this town. It's him or Judge Reinhold, who you just don't want to be dealing with. You know what I mean? Like
'cause
that's
he's too smarmy.
Mhm.
Like Zach Galligan's not smarmy enough, but he's definitely too smarmy that Judge Reinhold.
And you could put your drink down in front of Zach Galligan and reasonably pick it back up. You
Absolutely.
know,
Yeah.
Judge Reinhold's character, not so much.
Yep. No. Judge Reinhold, you're taking that cocktail into the bathroom.
I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and freshen up. I'll
But
be taking my
if you
drink.
pick up your drink after Zach Galligan
Galligan.
had it, there might be a doodle there of you and Mrs. Tiedelman getting it on. So
Why-
it sucks either way.
Why is Mrs. Diegle an octopus? Yeah, you show her, Bill.
Well, no,
That's
no,
Chuck Jones. That's legendary animator Chuck Jones.
she actually turns back into a person too, so it's technically okay.
So then we have the big night of there's two instances of Mogwais eating after midnight.
Christ.
The first one is this fucking science teacher. They give him one of the Mogwai because Zach Galligan goes and he's like, watch this drop of water. And
Yeah.
it only makes one extra one. So the teacher has it in a cage and it's like 2:30 in the morning. He's eating this sandwich and he's like, well, gonna call it a night, buddy. Leaves a mostly whole sandwich on a table and leaves a room and turns the lights off. What planet is this guy on?
Yeah.
Teacher has it up on the fucking Peltzers though by one point because you know what he thought of? A fucking cage.
Yeah,
They have this fucking thing roaming around.
Well, it's like you got to litter of dogs, dude. It's just in a cardboard box.
it's the only one of its existence. You
no,
fucking
he's-
idiots.
He's made 5
oh well,
more.
yes. Now
Well, did anyone notice the really interesting movie language that they're telling you a lot about the science teacher?
Oh.
He's actually really stupid and disheveled
Mm.
because he didn't cut his sandwich. So it's telling you
Wow.
Yeah.
what
Right.
kind of a guy this
the
is.
I see.
slob is going
Huh.
to fuck it up.
Exactly. They're letting you know that he's a moron.
This is
Weird
disgusting.
thing though with that, and Steve's being a real jerk. But
this is propaganda. This
the
is
thing
what
that
this
was
had-
unsettling, and it should be unsettling to my sandwich colleagues on both sides of the aisle. This guy doesn't take it entirely out of the Ziploc bag.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
he like his teeth
Wait.
are coming so close to this sandwich bag.
So,
Ew, if you ate some of the bag, are you kidding me?
well, you don't eat the bag, idiot.
You looked more scared of that than most diseases.
No, I kind of agree with Andrew here.
Just you take a bite of your sandwich and there's
Yeah.
fucking plastic in it. Look out.
Yeah, then you spit it out. And then
No.
you continue.
This can be avoided. Take it out of the bag. How
Ah.
dirty are your hands?
This is the new invention here, Peltzer bag, where it bites back.
Our bags bounce back.
It's a Peltzer sandwich cutter, which because it's so fucking difficult to cut a sandwich. Apparently, it takes an
It
hour and a
kind
half.
of is.
It's the Peltzer sandwich repair kit. If you accidentally cut your sandwich in half like a fucking moron, this sandwich kit will help you sew that sandwich back together.
Now-
You would do
the
that,
great-
wouldn't you?
The best thing about making a sandwich is obviously creating dishes. Right, Steve?
Yeah, that is-
Oh, great. Now I'm going to fucking wash all these knives.
Now, the sandwich cutter, it might look, it's hard to set up the assembly line that comes with it, but it will cut the sandwich.
See, the most enjoyable part of a sandwich, I
Uh-huh.
would say, is washing a knife afterwards.
It's fun. It's what everybody wants to do, I
And
guess.
your knife is getting greasy too,
Why
right? There's
even wear
mustard and mayo all
Yeah.
over it.
Why even wake up in the morning? Why wear
Great
clothes?
point,
Oh, I gotta-
Steve.
That's a
Thank
great
you.
question.
Thank you. I wish I didn't wake up.
One of these days you'll get your wish,
I
dude.
know, maybe Christmas.
So the other side of this is Billy is watching Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the OG one, the 50s
Right.
one.
Yeah.
And the Gremlins are getting hungry, which guess what? Two fucking bad mogwais.
That's right. You just punch them in the face.
Like honestly, they're screaming, man. They're like clearly hungry, and he looks at the clock and it's 11:40. even still playing it way too close.
It's like, okay, I got 20 minutes. I could feed them, and then in 20 minutes, I have to start feeding
Jesus.
Dad.
He's setting all sorts of reminders for himself.
And he's got like Nikola Tesla's first alarm clock. It's
Yes.
this old piece of shit. Maybe you want to check if it got unplugged. Maybe.
Billy, feed me.
To this, I will just say, how often are you checking your appliances for a gremlin cut your cable?
But even still, like, dude, I'm not. If I'm told like, do not feed this thing after midnight, I am not feeding it after 8 o'clock. Like, I'm not getting close to this
listen,
thing.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
that your argument is wrong. I'm saying
Yeah.
that there's more factors going on here. There's more fuck ups happening than just not checking a clock. Because you're right. You know what? Once the sun goes down, that's enough, Mogwai.
Yeah.
That's enough because this old Chinese guy didn't fucking explain the time zone situation.
Yeah, that's true.
So as soon as it's fucking midnight anywhere, you're not eating
No,
anymore.
I'm not feeding them at all.
That's
Let
right.
them fucking starve.
but he,
Oh, were you that kind of Tamagotchi owner?
What's a Tom? Oh, that's
Remember the little virtual pets?
no, I never did it.
Neopets they called them.
Nano?
No,
pets?
there's multiple things.
Oh,
here.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tamagotchi was like one, and Nanopet was another.
Oh, okay.
There was like different
Neopet?
brands.
That's when they shave their
One
head.
was on a keychain. I forget which
They
one
were
was that.
all on
Oh, they were all on
keychains.
keychain. Okay.
No, I was
Thought they
never
were like a little box.
Honestly, I was never exposed to any of this stuff.
I had a Tamagotchi.
Kids in my class had it, I never did.
This was
never had
how
one.
old were we?
Probably 12-ish, maybe a little
Okay.
younger.
Yeah, I don't
around
remember.
No,
Anyway,
I had a slinky and straightened it.
But
Billy?
more movie telling you about what's going on with how food is prepared. There is just a fucking plate of fried chicken,
Dude.
uncovered in the fridge,
I don't know what
and
we're
it's
doing
piled
here.
high to Shangri-La. This chicken.
That's the thing. I think. Well, dude, clearly this is the Hoyt Axton plate.
Yes.
Right? That's the midnight chicken. Dude, that's Twilight chicken right there.
So
That's-
I like. Now, Billy, with the fried chicken, it gets a little tricky. You got to put it in my mouth and then wait 40 seconds and then remove the bone. I
Right.
cannot pass the bone, Billy.
I know you think I can't fit all those drumsticks in my mouth, but I'm telling you, you can. Just push them in. Push them all in.
With these digestive abilities, I'm just for whatever picturing Hoyt Axton as the monster and the host.
Yeah, that's
about right.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But it's just a plate of fried chicken piled like
Sounds good.
6 inches high. It looks pretty good.
It
Yeah.
does, dude.
Wait,
Some
what's your
cold
problem with
leftover
this?
chicken?
It's-
It's great.
It's
You gotta
not on a sandwich.
No, you just gotta cover it with aluminum foil
Oh,
or
okay.
saran wrap or
Sure.
something.
Also, it's a weird prop placement thing where there are so many drumsticks.
Yes, there's like
Dude,
20.
It's like a plate of drumsticks on a homemade kitchen chicken meal.
I know you're probably. They're not cutting the chicken.
Oh, right.
I'm sorry, Steve. I'm sorry that they didn't cut the
Steve
chicken for
also
you.
like cuts Snickers bars in half. And
Oh, he's
shit.
I saw him eating almond M&Ms with a spoon the other day.
Oh, this is a lovely steak. Could you cut in half for me, please, before you serve it to me?
Jesus H. Christ.
Now
I'm
that's what it
just-
should be, by the way. You're having a steak and eating it, halving a steak,
Uh-huh.
HALVING.
Steve puts a tuxedo on for breakfast.
Dude, you eat that steak like it's just a fucking sandwich.
Yeah, there you go.
Jump
I've
right
done it.
in.
Oh, I've done it. So, but the Gremlins eating this fucking chicken is disgusting.
It is.
The stickiness of it is.
Oh, all the
Yeah.
bones are like you see the bones like flying up over the top of the
I'm
box.
sorry,
It's
I'm sorry, I
pretty
keep
funny.
calling them. They're mogwais. They're
Yeah.
currently
my,
mogwais.
my first reaction to a mogwai wouldn't be to feed it meat.
No,
right?
definitely
It'd be
not.
like fucking plants or something.
Exactly.
Salad.
Pellets
Here's
or
some
something, like-
bamboo,
Pellets, sure,
yeah,
yeah.
just something like a little dry-
vegetarian chili.
Bird seed, asshole.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't even give a dog fried chicken. Again, the bone, it's gonna choke.
Yeah.
Hey, you know who should have provided the information about what a mogwai should eat? That
Oh, who's
fucking
that?
well, he
old
didn't
man.
want to sell it. He
Yeah,
didn't
he
want
didn't
them to
want it.
know
He
about
can't
it at
give it.
all.
Oh, I guess that's true. So the young kid with the baseball hat should have done it.
I don't think he knows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that kid's dumb.
This is all a problem.
yeah.
I mean, we should just
Well,
exterminate.
really,
these
Hoyt
things.
Axton should be exterminated. He's the problem. At the end of this movie, he belongs behind fucking bars.
Oh my god,
Yes.
yeah, the government needs to get involved and
Sure.
fucking lock everybody up. So they wind up turning in. He goes to bed. He wakes up. They're in cocoons.
Yeah, they're in cocoons, like gross fucking green gooey little eggs. And you know what? Right here, this is where you fucking pick them up, immediately take them to the backyard,
Yep.
and buy the fucking Peltzer flamethrower. and fucking burn this shit.
which he
dude.
got from doing that
The-
Nazi movie back in the
This, the
60s.
fifth, the eight, what was it, the 14 Fists of McCluskey?
Yes. I honestly like this, and it's just in his bedroom. It's like, Ma, come look at this. Whoa, Zoe. And it's like, no, dude, this is disgusting. And again, the smell, Chris.
And you got to start stomping. I immediately just break them right the
Robert
fuck
De
open.
Niro kicks.
And this will do the job this time.
We should mention also that by this point, Hoyt Axton has gone to this fucking inventor convention.
Because it is now Christmas Eve, by the way, which is happy Christmas Eve to you all.
Right, and that's, Merry Christmas, especially to those out there at inventor conventions.
And also, if you're not celebrating, what are you, a Hindu?
Well, yeah, Hoyt Axton had to go see Brandine and his other family.
Oh, that's right. That sounds right.
That's fucking it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm
That's
at an inventor convention on Christmas Eve, but
He's an
good inventions.
He's a total unreliable narrator because there's a fucking Robbie the Robot's here.
Yeah, exactly.
H.G. Wells' time machine. This is all fucking fake. This is what she's imagining.
It's
or
like
something.
Homer is like, and then I said to the president.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. You're right.
Yeah.
You're 100% right.
I'm
This
pretty sure.
Scumbag.
Other things going on Christmas Eve. The bank is open, sure.
Uh-huh.
Kids have school today? Like, what? Is this maybe I'm a Catholic school kid. I don't know.
I think there was early dismissal, maybe.
Maybe,
Christmas
but
Eve?
you were at school. Yeah.
Really? On
On
Christmas
Christmas
Eve?
Day?
No,
Or
Christmas
Christmas
Eve.
Eve?
Christmas Eve.
If Christmas Eve fell on a school
weekday?
day,
I think
you
it was
were
early
at school.
dismissal. I think
Early
like,
dismissal sounds
Really?
right.
Wow. That read like crazy to me because I was like, no way, never.
But we
Yeah.
see here on the other side, we got Jewish holidays. Have you heard
yeah.
about those?
I have heard. Of
Do they get
Jewish-
them at Catholics?
No, not at all.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
So there you go.
Dude, you don't fucking go around saying the J word in a Catholic school,
you
my friend.
can.
Is that like 30 lashes for saying the J word?
I mean, I was anti-Semitically bullied one time because they found out
What?
that my grandfather was Jewish. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, by the teachers.
Did you go out into the courtyard and start screaming cowards?
Yes, I did.
That's where they held you back, huh? The eugenics laws of the fucking school.
So all these eggs start hatching. The score really picks up right here, which is great.
Yes.
Amazing.
One of the many moments the score picks up, but I just happen to know
But
it.
it's the first time, I think, right?
I
When you
think
hear the
so.
dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
And it's the simultaneous. Well, the hatching happens in the classroom. The teacher's like showing some hilarious instructional video about like what hearts from different animals look like.
I really like this because, like,
Because when you grow up, you're going to Bovine University.
you know it. No, because like there's a good ominous like they start talking about blood and like how it pumps out and
Oh,
stuff
right.
like that, and
Yeah.
and you just know this guy's about to get fucking murdered.
I mean, this is when the movie really becomes. I mean, like it's been cute so far. We're laying a lot of groundwork. We're meeting all these characters.
Yeah.
But from here on out, it's the Gremlin show, and it's fucking awesome. Like
Yeah.
it's just it's all puppets. It's all just like really cool. And also, there's a great. I think it's when the Gremlin gets wet, or when Mongo gets wet. There's a great Dutch angle shift. Like it's just like a really like
Oh,
it's just
really?
Billy and Corey Feldman, and it's like whoa, what the fuck? Like it's a really
when Gizmo gets up right at
yeah,
the
when,
start?
when it gets wet, it's
Oh.
a great Dutch angle and
Uh-huh.
a weird kind of like.
Oh,
you're
that's
having a little
cool.
bit of fun
when the smelly pops start.
there. Mhm.
The smelly pops.
This is just like Star Wars, man.
That's what I call my farts. They're the smelly pops.
Smelly
What? There
pop.
goes another smelly pop.
smelly pop.
Oh man.
No, I mean it is. It's just like Star Wars. When you feed a baby Yoda after midnight, it turns into a Jar Jar.
That's how fuck, dude. Then you set it on fire immediately.
Now, Billy, remember, do not mind the smelly pops when you're feeding me after midnight. Those are going to be there.
It's the only sign I'm going to give you that I'm still alive.
Now, if you hear a smelly roar, maybe you want to get a towel under there for me.
Smelly roar, feed me more. Rule number 11.
So this teacher tries to like bribe the gremlin with a baby Ruth. Like he runs
Yeah.
and grabs at a candy bar. A weird thing of like he doesn't turn the lights on.
Yes.
Like, listen, if this thing hatches from a fucking gross egg at this point, turn the lights on,
Yeah,
dude.
light rule is damned at this point.
Exactly. You got to find this thing. And he searches around. It's kind of hilarious because Corey Feldman's trying to ask him about the Mogwai,
Yeah.
like when class ends. And he's like, yeah. No, it's great. Have a great Christmas. Get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, so like you don't see really what happens to him. Like it's like the quick cut.
He's trying to find
oh
it.
yeah, it's grabbed.
And he reaches his hand under the desk, and you hear him scream, and he makes a gremlin noise.
Mhm.
They do it
Minus
decent
10
enough-
points, by the way. Minus 10 points for the first character to die in your movie to be a black guy. Just an FYI. You can't.
Sure.
You always lose 10 points for that.
Is he deaf dead though? I mean, you see him like he got poked in the butt with the thing that he used to knock the gremlin out.
Seems like he hasn't moved for many hours. I
Yeah.
think he's dead.
Apparently, that was a reshot scene because apparently it was supposed to be a bunch of syringes in his face.
Oh.
And they found out to be way too graphic, so they just went with the one in the butt.
Well, yeah, then he'd definitely be dead, dude. If he looks like Pinhead, definitely dead.
I prefer one in the butt.
Do the Gremlins go to Cenobite Hale afterwards?
I don't know. I get like.
Well, Cenobite hell is the Christian hell, my
That's
friend.
true, yeah,
So probably not.
They go to Hindu hell.
Oh man, that's where the Gremlins go.
So then the mother's like hearing all these like gremlin-esque noises.
Best scene of the movie, by the way.
It's
This is
awesome.
the best sequence of the movie.
Like, because she's not really talking. She's not like, who's there? There's none of that. She's just walking around the house. She grabs a fucking knife, like Laurie Strode style, immediately. Great jump scare here of the gremlin. This is when Zach Galligan's looking around the school for the gremlin.
Yeah.
It's the first time,
Yes,
it's before
you
the
see
mom, the first time you see a full-on gremlin, the cabinet door swings open.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking total jump scare in this movie, too. It's awesome.
I mean, this whole sequence specifically is very horror. You know what I mean? Like this, and
but then the mom is attacked right here, so she starts getting in on killing all these
you get
things.
a great the gremlin puts on "Do You Hear What I Hear," which is awesome.
Gremlins and their knowledge of like our technology is pretty impressive, I have to say.
They know how to read later in the movie.
They can read. They're queuing up LPs.
Her killing of these gremlins it's fucking great.
It's
like,
totally great.
She throws one into the fucking Peltzer orange juicer.
Oh,
yep, that's a great one. She stabs the one right in the heart.
Yeah,
the
she just
stabbing
fucking
is the
stabs
one
that
that's like,
fucker.
holy shit!
Yeah.
I'm watching Gremlins right now.
The microwave is my favorite.
The microwave's great. And there's a great thing that the actress does where like she hears more gremlins like in the other room after the microwave, and she steps to like go follow them or follow the noise, and then she looks back and just looks back at the microwave to make sure like this thing's definitely dead, and then continues on. But this one, the one that's hiding in the Christmas tree, makes like the whole Christmas tree like fucking attack her.
Yeah.
So scary, man.
I mean, like this is this is like what Christmas is all about. It's like getting really stressed over the holidays. I remember one time
Wanting to kill people in your own home.
exactly
Bitten by a tree.
my mother was doing a bunch of Christmas stuff. She just put the Christmas tree up, and like my cat jumped into the tree and knocked it over, and she just screamed out, "Is this the answer?" to no one, because that's what Christmas fucking does, man.
Yeah.
It drives you fucking nuts.
It really does. You sometimes will spend years praying for gremlins to destroy your town.
I know like people say they do, but has anyone ever liked Christmas?
I enjoy
I
Christmas.
still like Christmas now.
I dislike
But
it.
I see we have a thing now, like everyone in the family is grown, and we're at a state where it's like we're not going Christmas crazy. It's like if
Thank
I
God.
see you, if we're in town, that's
Yeah.
cool. We get gifts from the kids for the kids and mail them, like the nieces and nephews and whatnot. And it's like you get stuff for the parents. Maybe we do a Secret Santa with the siblings, but not really. And that's just kind of it. It's just it. It's finally
that also
it.
that sounds too much. I would like nothing, and I would like to give nothing.
Well, I'll tell you, the greatest way to spend Christmas, I think, and Chelsea and I are doing this for the second year in a row,
JD and cheap perfume.
just going to a restaurant, just the two of us,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Christmas Day night. Oh,
great.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's right where you want to be.
Definitely.
I've done that a couple times on Christmas Eve. It's a nice situation.
Christmas Eve though.
Yeah, Christmas Day. I got family local. It's just never gonna stop.
See,
Period.
Right.
See, I was Christmas Eve was when I saw the family. Christmas Day was just like me and my
But
mom.
what do you do? You know what
Well,
I mean?
that's
You
the-
go over to your family and you're like, I can do this thing, you don't like it. And then
Yeah, that's
you
about
sit
it.
around and look at each other, you play the goddamn music, and then you go home. Like, I mean, I
Oh
guess
no,
you
it's
eat,
you eat at some point.
but like
Eric?
the entertainment is like
Sometimes people talk to each other.
I don't like that.
Yeah, this is just you against socializing
Yeah.
Yes.
in general.
Yes.
It's got nothing to do with the holidays.
Yeah,
this
you
is
just
you
don't like-
every
I
day.
gotta say, since I moved to the country, there will be days where I don't talk to anyone
Oh, I've
besides my
noticed.
wife. But I get my talking in here.
Yeah, that's it.
But that's all I need.
You're talking to hundreds of people right now. That's what-
You're the most social person
I
out
think it's
there.
down to 50 now.
Oh no.
So Zach Galligan's like snooping around the town trying to find these gremlins
Oh, no,
and whatnot.
We missed. So she's getting attacked.
Oh,
and this is
yes,
a very
sure.
visceral scene. That the fucking thing is in the tree.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's gonna get her. It's clawing her face because it's not like it's it's both like, and the Do You Hear What I Hear is funny. The gremlin like exploding is kind of funny. This is kind of scary. And Zach Galligan comes. There's swords by the door. Don't ask.
Oh no, the answer is 2 words: Hoyt Axton. Dude. This guy, he's buying these fucking swords. He thinks it looks cool.
And
they constantly fall off the wall, by the way, whenever anyone enters the house.
It's another gag to show that this family's full of losers.
And
It's the Peltzer skewer. You can put 5 whole sides of beef on this sucker.
Yeah, the Peltzer family, we invented hentai and we got swords on the wall. What else do you need to know?
he comes in, grabs the sword, decapitates this gremlin in one fell swoop, and the thing goes into the fireplace, screaming as it burns. A+.
Yeah, you see that skull fucking cooking up in the
I think
fireplace.
that might be my favorite gremlin death, actually. The decapitation
Of all time.
of all time.
How is it screaming while it's burning if it's decapitated?
Because it's a Gremlins movie.
Yeah,
We're having fun.
It is
Yeah.
cool. Eventually we have to do Gremlins too.
We do.
So we could talk about that gremlin that gets thrown into the cement by
Oh yes.
Dick Miller. And
Oh
then it
right,
becomes
Mafia Gremlin.
Then it becomes a gargoyle.
boy, not the best. Big boy, not the best.
But then Spike shows his face here and just totally jumps out a window,
Yes.
like through the glass and everything. And so this brings Zach Galligan. Zach Galligan takes his mom next door to the doctor who lives there, and she's fucking bleeding. He's like, "Here, you deal with this, veterinarian." And then so he follows the trail of Gremlins. Or Spike's trail to this YMCA.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a scuffle. Another jump scare here from Spike. And he throws him in the pool like Chud too.
Yes, and it's a great, like, the movie is changing. The light starts like going green in the pool. It's like
really
it
cool.
The
follows.
fucking water's going
Yes.
crazy too.
and
Yeah.
steam.
I don't know if it's the score or if it's just the orgasmic sounds of a gremlin.
Yeah.
But there's this like
With those noises and that pool, I thought we were watching Cocoon.
Oh God.
Oh
A
man.
cat
Yeah.
couldn't scratch it.
Yeah, this gremlin pool is cleaner than that cocoon pool. Let me tell you.
Definitely.
oh, they're all popping off of me. Ah!
It's got to feel a little
Smelly
good
pops.
to expunge some of that shit.
Oh yeah.
Of what are you the Gremlins?
The gremlins popping
Oh,
out.
okay, not Wilford Brimley coming in a pool. Okay.
Oh, not Wilford Brimley.
his-
coming.
Yeah, you're gonna want to clean out the filter there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Goddamn it.
My cum shoots off my back.
When those old guys in Cocoon start like getting horny, the Gremlins theme would be perfect.
Well, no, that's
Yeah,
the
somebody
thing.
do that.
that's
Somebody
the-
make that.
That's what the aliens don't tell them in that movie.
Okay, you can live forever and you'll be younger, but you can't be out in the sunlight. You can't get wet and never, ever eat after midnight.
Well, I'm done, goddammit.
Yeah.
Can't eat after midnight.
They turn into fucking gremlins. It's Wilford Brimley as a gremlin, Don Amici as a
Right,
gremlin.
Wilford Brimley ate after midnight. Don Amici had cunnilingus after midnight. And somehow it counts.
Oh, it counts. Oh shit.
See our previous episode on Cocoon, right? What was that, 1,000 years
That was
ago?
1,000
even
years ago.
know. So
yeah,
now
so-
it's Gremlin Town.
This is the Dick Miller scene
Oh,
where
this
it's
is great.
like we said. Previously, it's a Mike Lee movie. It's just him. It's Christmas Eve. It's just him and his wife. He's like, goddamn TV foreign parts, and he's just like drinking, and she's
Yeah.
like, I'm having fun.
What is this thing that they're watching? It's like a Santa Claus falling off the roof. It's like a sitcom.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what this was because it looked kind of entertaining.
It looked great. It actually looked good.
like it's Santa Claus with like a bunch of. Was the character having like presents in his pants because like his pants keep falling
that
down?
must have been it. I just thought he was an oaf.
Yeah, I don't know, but it looked pretty entertaining.
The TV goes out. and he's
Right.
like, oh goddamn! The foreign TV. We should have got a Zenith, which is pretty good.
Oh, god damn it. I have to talk to her now.
Yeah. Well, he's not gonna. He's like, I'll take my life into my hands by going on the roof instead. But then he sees some gremlins. He freaks out, and the gremlins drive his truck into his into his house.
Is this the Kentucky Harvester?
Yes,
that they drive?
it's
Yeah.
well, not a truck. It's a tractor, rather, I should say, or a plow, or what is it? Is it a plow?
I guess it's a
Well, that's he
tractor?
keeps saying he's got this snow plow,
Yeah.
and to me, a snow plow is a truck with a plow on it.
Right.
Yeah, but this
Or
is
like one of these big city plows that we have
Yeah.
where it's like a garbage truck and you
Yeah,
have a plow
it looks
on
like
it.
a
But
mini bulldozer.
if you
This
put
is
it-
it's like a
yeah.
little construction site thing. It was very
Right.
weird.
Which I guess could plow.
It
Yeah.
theoretically
it's just
could.
slower.
Yeah.
But
And
Probably
Dick
does a
Miller,
better job.
Dick Miller was in Die Hard 3, and he got all the gold with his little plow.
Oh, that's right. They both get steamrolled. You don't see what happens to them, but they're dead, right? I mean, like they're not because they're in the next movie. But I feel like
No.
in this movie they should. Be
I think
dead.
in the next movie,
Yeah.
he's just like, oh, I got a conk on the head from those bastards.
Yeah, it's like no, he's dead.
Well, yeah, because when the drunk police in the next scene like get the call that
Yes.
the gremlin has driven the snowplow through the house, he's acting as if like he's getting news that they've been murdered. It's a
Yes.
freak accident or whatever it is.
Well, this great Jonathan Banks is in this scene.
Oh, yeah, Jonathan
yes.
Banks is one of the drunk cops. Fucking
Because
hilarious.
Billy is like, oh my God, what hath I wrought? I better tell the local police who are smashed because it's Christmas Eve.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, this is great Jonathan Banks drunk acting.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Either acting drunk.
Acting.
Yeah, that's it. And they're just like, oh yeah, Gremlins. Blah, 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 blah. And they get the call, and it's like, oh my God, we have to get over there.
And this is like a nice sequence with these two cops because like Jonathan Banks is good at doing comedy and he's
Yes.
very funny in this movie. Like they see, this is when they're like driving down the street and they're like still drunk, and this is when like the old lady flies out the window and they see it and they're getting freaked out, and then the gremlin like pulls up to like the side of the car or whatever, and like I almost called him Mike the Cleaner. Jonathan Banks like is just he's doing a good job at like being comedically scared of a gremlin.
Well, no, he goes, oh my God. He's like, it's Christmas. How could this happen? Which is just a great line. We do need to talk about Mrs. Deagle's demise.
Oh
which
yeah,
is
it's
the-
awesome.
Which is the best death in the
Oh,
movie,
yeah.
like person death, which is just her being a rotten shit in her house. And like, she's like, oh, great. It's Christmas carolers. I can't believe it.
My favorite thing is all of her cats are named after different kinds of currencies.
Yes, which is
Oh.
fantastic.
Cash money, dinar, dong.
Dinar.
Oh, Dinar was like the 15th cat.
The dinar is the fake cat that she has in her house. Died 6 years ago.
Kopeck.
There's a
Come
weird,
along, Bitcoin. Oh,
there's a creepy thing though, because she opens the door and it's the gremlins like caroling, and then they just start going, Diegle, Diegle,
Yes.
Diegle, which is fucking stupendous.
Well, because Spike sees her house and he reads the sign. He's like, oh, Deagle. And I'm like, wait, what? You could read the. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're totally intelligent, dude.
And also, and this is a note for the whole rest of the movie.
Sure.
What doll shop did they ransack for all these adorable gremlin clothes?
Mm.
Like,
see, this is the stuff like the sequel gets right. Is like they would have shown like a tailor gremlin or something.
Yeah.
That's like fucking doing
Just
it
making all the hats for
Yeah.
them.
I wish people could see what Chris was mining of the measuring tape.
It's pretty funny.
So they fuck with her chair. She's got an assistance thing that'll take her up and down the stairs. one of those,
Sure.
and it fucking shoots.
Just launches her.
The saddest, most amazing, like actual cool character arc is like she's a piece of shit, like doesn't care about anybody else. But as she's about to die, she's like, "I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet." Like, yeah, you are. Too bad.
You fucking get ready, Diegle.
Can't take it with you.
Mhm.
You'll be in hell by Christmas morning.
That I'm not ready yet. Oh no, I'm not ready yet.
This would be a nice end to him.
Oh, dude,
a
definitely.
gremlin's death.
I haven't opened my jars of piss. My Christmas morning piss.
Yeah,
They're hiding in his hamburgers.
there was a scene that was cut or not filmed where they were going to go to McDonald's and eat people instead of hamburgers.
Really?
I would have loved that.
See, I don't like hearing stuff like this
Yeah.
because
It's too
they're
much.
great. No, it's
What?
just enough.
Really?
Go for it.
yeah.
Absolutely.
If this
go for
was
it.
like a hard R,
Yeah.
But
stupendous.
then it would be like the tone would be everywhere. Right?
Yeah, I like exactly the right where this is because like the Deagle death is pretty brutal.
It's
but
funny
still
and
funny.
threatening.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not just like complete gore.
But that's the thing is, I don't think they would have been showing them literally eating cheeks.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't-
They
I
would
don't
just
need
be
to see how
on
they
them.
make the patty.
Yeah.
you know. But
The-
it's like a thing where it's like, oh, what did they get? Where'd they get this sandwich meat from, or
Yeah.
something? And then there's
Like-
just like someone's Burger King uniform is on the floor.
And what the Santa Claus is going through, like they would just be on them, like it
Yes.
wouldn't be gross.
Yeah, now we got like, we're going to the town. There's like, oh my God, that's Tom. Whatever, he plays Santa Claus every year. There's like gremlins on his throat and shit. There's the mailbox scene, which is pretty
Right.
great.
oh, the priest is trying to mail a letter, and
Yeah.
then like it gets shot back out. And then this other guy I think it's the Christmas tree salesman
Yeah.
comes up and is just like, the priest is like, oh, what are you doing there, Bill? You trying to mail something? Yeah. Why don't you? why don't you give it a shot? But then this guy like sticks his, he's like, yes, I'm mailing a package to my granddaughter or whatever it is. And like the guy's arm gets chewed off.
Yeah, it's pretty great. And I mean, like, this is like just a melee of all sorts of stuff. When we end up in the bar, basically.
Oh yeah,
Right, and the Gremlins have taken over this bar.
Which,
Phoebe-
like, if she's still bartending and
That's-
she's serving the Gremlins.
So not only are you getting paid, you are fucking putting up with a gremlin invasion and serving them with a smile. I don't think so.
Well, it's the only thing that keeps them at bay, dude. The Gremlins want beer. They want cigarettes. Also, by the way, this is a fucking bar I want to be at. Gremlin bar. We're getting wasted.
Podcasters are Gremlins
Yes.
of the 21st century.
What do you call a group of podcasters?
a gremlin.
Gremlins.
It's also, you know exactly what kind of bar this is because there's popcorn there. Like you've been there.
Popcorn in those tiny wooden bowls. There's a shitty TV up in the corner that's got a hockey game on with bad reception.
Mm-hmm.
I do kind of want to be here, just not while the Gremlins are in
Yeah,
town.
totally.
Tiny nerd point here. The song playing, it's not on the soundtrack. It is a rare Peter Gabriel one-off that he
Yes.
wrote specifically for this song with Nile Rodgers, and it kind of sounds like a Peter Gabriel Talking Head song. It's kind of great.
It's a great
Ooh.
song. I don't know what it
You
is.
can listen to it on YouTube. It's called Out Out.
Yes.
And it's great. It's a great song.
All right.
It's an awesome, and we're seeing all the Gremlins. The Gremlins are just drunk. We've got my favorite Gremlin here, which is Jack Daniels' Gremlin.
The
He's got
fedora
the hat.
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
That guy's awesome. This is when it turns into like it's such a bizarre, like there's a bunch of little bizarre gremlin shots here and there,
Yes.
but this is like a slightly extended bizarre gremlin sequence where this guy is just like doing his thing. There's jazz music playing. He's drinking Jack. He's got a hat on and sunglasses. And then the other gremlin slowly comes up and is doing this puppet show.
Yes.
It's so absurd and funny. And the movie like stops dead to allow it to happen. Love it.
That's Clint Eastwood Gremlin. And then there's Flashdance Gremlin
Flashdance Gremlin's great.
to Super Madness, which also rocks.
Yeah, that's a great tune.
And Flasher, is that the same?
Oh yeah, Flash. Yeah, he flashes Phoebe Cates, which
Yeah.
is, and then she kicks him in the balls, right? Or
Right.
in the
There's
general.
also Burglar Gremlin who has actual gun on him.
Dude, that guy is scary, man. That
Where
guy
did
is
this guy
fucking-
get the firearm?
And just the I gotta put on a ski mask to hide my gremlin face.
Yeah, dude. Like it's like I don't want to. Even as a gremlin, this is going too far. I must wear a mask and become a
They'll-
symbol.
Sure, they'll think it's another gremlin. They just won't know it's me.
We don't know who did it. Who could let this happen?
And then Joe Pesci Gremlin, who's playing cards and then shoots the guy next to him.
Oh yes,
That's pretty great. Is there a gremlin at the start of this that's doing a Ray Charles bit?
no, I think you're mixing that up with part 2, possibly.
I counted
maybe.
2 sunglasses
okay.
wearing gremlins.
That-
You
that's
know
fine.
when it's right. You know when you feel it, baby.
The gremlin's just drinking an ice cold Pepsi.
Oh no, that was just Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, I mean this scene's awesome. There's just so much like gremlin stuff. And this is when the movie sort of changes into like total gremlin madness of like there's just a gremlin in every shot,
Yeah.
and it's just a gag per shot. Like
Yeah.
this is a funny thing to do with this gremlin.
Speaking of shots, there's the great one. It's after the YMCA pool incident. There's an awesome shot. I don't know if it's like stop motion or if it's actual animation or what, but it's like the shot of the street. And
Yeah.
it's like one gremlin walking, and then all of them come up like
Yes.
behind him. It's fucking perfectly constructed.
It kind of looks like the raisins from the I Heard It Through the Grapevine video,
Yes.
but it's
the
fantastic.
California raisins,
Yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
course. Yeah, it does kind of look like that stop motion, actually.
And to get out of this situation, Phoebe Cates starts flashing her camera at them.
She also realizes, because that one gremlin, I don't think he knows what he's doing here, has like 5 cigarettes in his mouth. And she, being, I guess, the generous pro bono barmaid that she is trying to like light them. She lights a match and she's trying to light his cigarettes. And he gets so freaked out, he falls off the stool. And she's like, say. And yeah, she grabs the camera right here and
That's
starts
it. I'm
flashing.
giving you a 5% tip. I just like putting them in my mouth. I don't smoke them. I don't smoke them. You said no problem instead of you're welcome. That drives me crazy.
Yeah, she used a bunch of flashes.
I was dining with my companion and he finished his meal before me and you took his plate away while I was still eating. Boy, that drives me crazy. Water glass was half empty for an awful while.
Dude,
People
that's-
complain about that, the water not being filtered. I love
Dude, there are-
water, but like,
There are people out there that will find fucking anything to fuck with service people
Mhm, and just
then to
remove
justify
from the tip.
that too.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. She was a little rude. Huh. She was a little rude. Huh.
Yeah, these fries didn't literally burn the roof of my mouth off. So
gremlins are better than people. We could say
Absolutely.
it.
Oh sure.
So Billy kind of saves her, but his car won't start. 'Cause of course,
he sucks.
they run into the bank.
Well, it's not his fault. It's that damn foreign
Oh.
car, and it's these damn foreign gremlins.
This is the greatest scene, which is where she tells her, why don't you like Christmas?
Oh,
Right.
yes.
And
God,
it's
this
just
is
like her
hilarious.
dad fucking went missing on Christmas Eve. They called the cops. 5 days went by. She decides she's going to light a fire in the fireplace. And I sort of misremembered this because she's like, I lit this fire and then I was going to light a fire and that's when we noticed the smell. I always
and all the
remembered it.
corpse juice fell down.
Well,
onto
it's like the dude's
fire.
rotting in there,
Yeah.
but I remembered it as they lit the fire and then the dude was cooking. And they were like, "Oh, what's that smell?"
Oh,
But
that's
she
dad.
does. She does say like he was trying to climb down the fucking chimney dressed as Santa to surprise everyone, and then broke his neck.
Yeah,
Fucking Darwin Awards right here. It's fucking insane. Well, how crazy do you have to be? And this is Christmas people, my friends.
Yeah, oh, totally.
People go fucking ape shit for Christmas.
Like
This
that-
is the
that's
thesis
just a
of the
bit too
movie.
much.
It's like Christmas is too much.
Yeah.
It's killing people literally.
yeah. Now we have people getting stomped to death at Black Friday. So
Sure.
that's, what
Right.
that is.
She delivers this perfectly.
Yeah,
by
and
the way,
she
it's
really
so
does.
dark.
It
It's
says
so,
like that's how she found out there was no Santa Claus because
Yeah.
her dad fucking died, and it's crazy. And apparently they wanted this removed from the movie, and
Yeah.
Joe Dante fought for it.
yeah, which makes sense.
Good, on
Good
him.
job,
Yeah.
Joe Dante.
Also, there's no end to this scene either. It's like Billy isn't like, hey, like it just it
She
cuts after.
stops. Yeah, there's
Yes.
no reaction
No.
from
It's
him.
like, hey, every now and again, like no, nothing.
Because he cannot be a supportive boyfriend. He's not boyfriend material. I'll
No.
say it. Even in
No.
that second movie, it's like, what are you doing hanging around with this putz?
Eric, you're sounding very jealous right now.
Well,
Your
of
little
course.
crush.
Of course.
Wouldn't you want to date Zach Galligan?
Look, I'm keeping the story. You can take the syringe face, or I'll take the syringe face, and you can take the story.
Steve, didn't you mention you saw him in Manhattan once?
No, my brother used to run into Peter Gallagher. Different guy.
No,
You're right.
I may
All
have
right.
mentioned this on the air
Oh.
before, but Zach Galligan
Oh.
used to come into the Burns all the time
Oh,
and try
really?
to get free tickets.
Uh,
He'd be like, he'd come in and be like, "Oh, one for whatever," and they'd be like, "Oh, okay."
I just dropped my Gremlins card on the table.
no, he
Oops.
would drop his fucking SAG card,
Oh,
dude.
Oh,
He'd be like,
fuck.
"I'm a member of SAG," and we'd be like, "Cool, $9, Zach Galligan."
I'm in the movie.
No,
What's
well,
that
that you
mean?
know
No,
that's a
I'm
fucking
in
lie.
the movie.
I was in 2 episodes of Bones.
I'm doing a lot of softcore pornography these days. He was
Is
fucking
he?
no. In the late '90s, it was a dark time for Zach Galligan.
Red Shoe
It was-
Diaries.
It was yes. It was a lot of Zalman
I'm-
King productions.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
So he was sexy enough, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, like he's all right looking. He's a good looking dude.
Yeah.
He looks like a Peter Parker. Like if there was a Spider-Man movie in the '80s, he would have been a great Peter
Oh.
Parker.
Yes, that's actually
Yeah.
true. I'm looking at his more recent filmography here. We're talking a lot of bad horror movies. That
Oh
no
sure.
one
Yeah.
wants
That's
to
how
watch.
that's how you trade it on your name. It's
Oh,
like
you
you do
know-
the cons and then you do the bad movies, and it's all just one cycle.
You know
Yeah.
what he's in that's really weird and is probably a stay tuned? Is
Waxwork?
Waxwork.
Yep.
Waxwork is
Absolutely.
fucking nuts.
He's
Never
in the
saw.
second one too, which I
Is
believe
he?
has like time travel or something in it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like all the Gremlins decide to go to a movie theater. This is a Warner Brothers movie. It's totally weird. There must have been some deal between Warner's and Disney. They're watching Snow White.
You know what this is?
What's that?
I think this laid the groundwork for what settled the rights issues for Roger Rabbit.
Oh, I see. It was like the beginning of the talk of the talks.
Sure, yeah. Like, let's see if it can work this way. You can, and I was actually astounded, dude. It's 1984 when we're making this movie and putting it out and everything like that. This movie theater is playing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yes.
Back when Disney let their animated films out of the vault for movie theaters.
Well, it was
Right,
pretty
yeah.
pre Disney Plus, man.
Right? Is everything on? Is that movie on?
Oh,
It
yeah.
has to
Plus?
be. Yeah.
No, but like you can't no matter what kind of a theater you are, book those vaulted animated classics. They do not allow
fucking vault. There's no vault.
Yeah, there's
when
no
I was a
vault.
kid, I was
It's just a
oh my
folder.
god, there's a giant bank door and everything.
Yeah, no, totally.
I
It's
always
not.
thought that too. It's a folder.
There's a bullshit IMDb trivia thing where it's like, I don't think, and it's IMDb trivia is trash.
You
These
know,
days.
one person went into the vault once looking for one of those movies, and they were trying to break in, and then the vault door closed behind them, and they died.
Bob, it's not a vault. It's a quadrillion tetrabyte fucking hard drive, okay?
It'll take a tetrabyte out of you too, buddy.
they they wind up is like, Walt Disney, if he were alive, he died before this movie came out. He would have been 81 when it came out. But I don't think he would have liked
Cool.
it. This Snow White being shown in this movie. I'm like, what the fuck trivia is this?
Get the fucking personal opinions out of there.
It's not like Jews are in the audience.
So they're all fucking having a great time. The Gremlins get the projector to work. Good for them. And the sound.
Listen, here, as a former projectionist, I was astounded that the Gremlins, 1, got it laced at all. 2, the sound was impeccable. 3, started that reel up totally in frame.
Well, yeah,
Everything
well,
was
seems
perfectly
like,
masked.
a gremlin could do that job.
And the Gremlins are going apeshit. It's adorable. It's a
They're
lot of
singing
fun.
the song, hi ho, hi ho.
Billy gets the idea. If he blows up the movie theater, no more
Right, they're
Gremlin
trying to do
problem.
it Inglorious Bastards. on these
Yes,
things.
exactly. Putting out fire with gasoline. And then they fucking
Right. Billy poses as an Italian usher.
Phoebe Cates and the dog machine gun Gremlin Hitler.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Gremlin Hitler. He's one of my more favorite ones.
Phoebe Cates' face just comes up on the screen and starts
Yeah.
yelling at him.
Zach Galligan has really great line delivery here when he spies what the Gremlins are doing, and he's like, they're watching Snow White, and they're loving it.
Yes.
I've always laughed heartily at that delivery.
They lock the Gremlins in. Spike, by the way, good guy Spike is like, well, I gotta get snacks. Oh, for my buddies too. He sees there's a candy store across the way. He's gonna go check it out.
And again, this is that Gremlin reading the sign that says candy.
Oh, candy, yum,
Candy. Candy.
yeah, yum is the one.
Oh, right.
Yum. They wind up. So
This is a weird thing. Zach Galligan says to Phoebe Cates something to the effect of, like, where's the gas line in this movie, or in this building or something? And she goes, oh, in the back of the theater. I was like, what? Wait,
I think
what?
there's one line
I
where
used to go back there and huff it.
she just knows where all the gas lines is. She's a.
Ignore all the empty Ready Whip cans.
Yeah, that was the move, was it not, Chris Kevin? That was the move. Concession stand whippets.
I never did whippets.
Oh,
It's a
you're not
waste of
missing
time.
Yeah, it's
time.
fine.
It stinks. It's cool when you're like 17. I
Don't
guess.
do it. Don't do it,
It'd
kid.
be
No.
cool if you did.
Yeah,
Eric.
no,
No,
kids,
actually,
just smoke weed.
There's a lot of kids listening, and I'm their role model. I
Uh-huh.
have to
Oh,
say,
these kids are
don't-
fucking finished.
Yeah.
Do not do whippets.
So
No, just eat the fucking whipped cream out of the canister.
Sure. Yeah,
That's fine.
Just eat. Just get
eat-
nice and big.
eat your baby while you're sleeping. Eat.
Papa Eric says we got to fatten you children up.
Got my 2 a.m. whipped cream feeding, boy.
I forgot to tell you, Billy. Another thing is after you feed me after midnight, 2 a.m. dessert. That is mandatory. And yes, pancakes count.
No ice cream. That wakes me up, which I hate being woken up while I eat.
Now you got to slash the pie and put one in at a time.
Cookies, you got to blend those first.
Well, now pizzas are the tricky one because you call it a pizza pie and I call a pie a dessert, so it works. You can give me pizza. So boom, these gremlins get blown sky high. Poor
Great
Spike has to watch all his friends die.
Great explosion.
Totally great explosion, man.
Yeah.
This movie theater goes up.
There's the Gremlins, and also another great piece of animation here is they light the fuse. The Gremlins figure it out. They're chasing Billy and Phoebe Cates, and you see the back of the screen, and you see all these Gremlin shadows.
It's
which
awesome.
obviously just animation, but it looks really cool. It's a
Because
great
they're
effect.
behind the movie screen while the reel is still playing,
Yes.
and they rig the thing, and then the reel ends. Pff, this amateur hour gremlin projectionist shit. He missed the reel change. What an asshole! And then they see,
Focus!
the light just goes on, and they, I guess, see them, which
Yeah.
wouldn't happen, but whatever. But then the cool animation of it. It's
With
just
all
like
the ears. And
this
stuff.
movie like wears that shit so well that like even 35 years
Yes.
later, it's like, no, this all still works because you fucking owned it then.
We're not talking about it because every shot is like puppet mastery. Like you just see these things.
Yeah.
You believe them in every single shot.
Yeah.
You just do. You're like, oh, that's cool.
And even when it's like animated and shit, because they're just like owning it
Yes.
and they're upfront, they're not trying to hide it. You're like, okay, cool. That's the world of this movie contains stuff like that. And it's fine.
Well, that's what I love about that, because is you do make an agreement with the audience there, and these days they're like, no, it's real.
yes,
The computer shit, yeah, that's real. No, it's real stuff.
Yeah, there's the 4 realms or whatever fucking horse shit.
Oh, the Nutcracker, dude.
Yeah.
4 realm in it. So they're all dead, but then they spy Spike. And this, for like the 8th time in the movie, Zach Galligan's like, oh, hey, Kate, check it out. That's Spike. He's their leader.
Anybody see that there wasn't supposed to be a Spike and a Gizmo? It was only supposed to be Gizmo. Like Gizmo was supposed to turn into Spike. There was no there's no supposed to be like a good gremlin. It was they were all bad.
See, that would have been heartbreaking.
Spike? I've been calling him Stripe.
Oh, you're right. It's Stripe.
Okay, I thought it was a Crandall situation.
no.
Okay.
I've been calling him Crandall.
I might be wrong.
It's Stripe. I have Stripe
sorry.
in my notes.
Sorry.
Spike would have been cooler, but whatever.
But Stripe was supposed to turn like Gizmo was supposed to turn into Stripe essentially.
No, I'm glad this was course corrected.
So they get it's the final actor in this mall.
That's just a department store. It's not a mall.
It's true.
This town doesn't have a mall.
Billy is like, hey, Phoebe Cates, find a way to turn the lights on. The father and the dog just so happen to be driving back from this Adventures convention.
You took this dog to the convention, by the way?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, because Brandine thinks it's her dog too.
You better bring the dog, you piece of shit.
Dude, but
Also, where's my medicine? You were supposed to go to the drugstore.
Are you bringing the cartons of cigarettes from Canada, honey?
You're not getting those cigarettes because you didn't feed me right last night.
I woke up knowing immediately I missed a 2 a.m. dessert.
I think I only had 1 ravioli. I need at least 20.
Yeah, I had those cartons of Marb Red right under the tree for you, Brandine, but I'm sorry, but there was no taste on my tongue when I woke up, so I snuck out with the dog and the cigarettes.
Guess what I got you for Christmas, Brandine? I got you the Jack Daniels, and it comes with the 2 glasses with it.
Well,
It's a big...
You didn't give me what I wanted, though, which was 5 pounds of veal.
Yep. Now I gotta go. Goodbye, other family. It's an inventors convention on Christmas Day. Flip it around, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, man, this guy.
This guy's inventing families.
I got robots to talk to.
That's his only invention that worked, dude.
Yeah.
This family invention he's got going
Sperm
on.
is fucking working.
So as the dog sees what's going on, it's like, well, I gotta get in this department store.
Sure.
And this is like a great like cat and mouse thing. There's a shot of Stripe being on all the TVs, which is fun.
That one,
Classic 80s move.
His face pops up on one, and Zach Galligan hits it with a baseball bat,
Yes.
which is awesome. This is also it will never not be funny. Zach Galligan falling into a wall of tennis ball containers.
Well, Stripe rigs up the fucking pitching machine to hit him in the back.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Knocks him out, and then gets a fucking chainsaw, which is amazing.
I want to know what this baseball bat is made of, by the way,
Yes.
because the chainsaw hits this
Right.
baseball bat, and sparks may as well be coming off.
well,
of it.
it's
Looked, I thought it was aluminum, but it's got a wooden handle, right?
I think-
It's wooden. It's
a wooden
100%
baseball
wooden.
bat.
But I
Weird.
think the thing is, the Gremlins aren't that strong physically. You would need to be
Oh.
able to push that
I
into
guess that's
it.
true. Yeah. So it's a shitty chainsaw, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, also
okay.
true.
It's as if the chainsaw is leaning on the bat.
Exactly.
Right.
It's the
right.
Peltzer chainsaw. It doesn't work.
Can cut a sandwich, can't cut much else.
This is when Gizmo gets inside of a little like toy racing car and scares the bejesus out of this fucking dog, man.
That's what I was talking about,
Yes.
dude, with the unagreed to stunt by
Yes.
Poor Mushroom, because they fucking are driving this Gizmo puppet in this motorized car, this little radio car, and the car hits the dog in the leg, and the dog's like, what the fuck?
No, Joe didn't tell me about that shot, actually, and it really fucked me up, but I used that. I used that in my performance
as a dog actor.
as a dog actor.
Into the dog actor studio.
With
Now, Mushroom, in the famous scene, Were you aware that was going to happen to you, Mushroom?
Woof.
Genius.
And support SAG Doctra.
Dogtra.
Now I'm just picturing Hoyt Axton eating all of his kibble on set. It's a good cereal you got here, Joe.
Tastes like dried fish, this cereal.
There's a meat in here, actually. Hey!
Hey, meat cereal. All right.
Holy fuck, why haven't they invented that yet?
I would eat meat. I mean, that is just dog food, but I would eat meat cereal.
Well, that's the next Peltzer invention right there.
Actually, the closest I think human society has come to meat cereal is canned corned beef hash.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
meat cereal.
I guess so, yeah.
That's more of a meat oatmeal, maybe. I don't know.
Snap, crackle, and pop fucking making some steaks for you.
Belly pops. I'll also like hashtag meat cereal on Twitter. Let's get it trending this holiday season.
Sure.
Let's get that invention
Just
going.
Some shredded chicken in your cornflakes.
Well, I mean, the thing about meat cereal is, you ever had that dog food that you'd have to make gravy with, which is just like pouring water on it, and it smelled like ass?
No.
That's kind of what I imagine meat cereal would be.
Ugh, that's no good. We pour water on our dog's dry cereal.
Well, that's what I mean. It's on the dry food, and that kind of smells a little.
Nah, it's all right. You get used to
Would
it.
you eat it though?
No.
What about some milk or something?
Oh, maybe. Then we'll see. So Gizmo steps in. He like jumps up on a shade. He makes like the blinds. Something cracks and falls from the ceiling.
This is just as Stripe gets in the water. He's about to make a bunch of
right.
more gremlins.
His back's bubbling up pretty bad. He's starting to look like E Honda. Actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, Gizmo like opens a shade, and the sunlight gets him. And apparently, this kind of sucks for Zach Galligan. There was a shot where Zach Galligan opens the second shade, and he really kills Stripe. But Steven Spielberg was like, nah, it's Gizmo's movie.
Yeah, dude, fucking Mogwai on Gremlin, dude. That's how this has to end. It's like Batman and the Joker. Commissioner Gordon, you got to stay out of it, buddy. You're not taking down the Joker.
Well, it's really like this is Gizmo killing his son. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Pretty
Oh, fuck,
fucked
dude.
up,
Yeah.
right?
It's like some Greek tragedy shit. See, the Gremlins is a thinking man's film.
Indeed.
It's true.
So this thing starts melting amazingly.
It's a
I
great
fucking love
death.
this.
It's
Oh my
fantastic.
god. It just keeps. You know what it starts looking like? The skeleton turtles from Mario.
Yes, yeah.
Pretty great.
And the skeleton head is there. It's fantastic.
It's so great. It just fucking drops dead in this fountain. Pretty awesome.
Love
The
it.
dad comes in fucking 10 hours too late. Yeah, he's like, wow, somebody had fun.
And
Smells like my smelly pops in here.
they take Gizmo home.
I haven't even been feeding here. Hold on a second, Lynn. Are you stepping out on me? Is there another man eating in my bed?
They take Gizmo home. He's got like a fun little water bottle on his head because he's sick or something.
Sure, it's adorable.
And fucking Mr. Wing shows up, and he's like,
Mhm.
"You fucking white idiot!"
He's fucking nailing all of American society,
Yes.
dude. He's like, you destroyed this town like you've destroyed the environment.
All of nature's gifts.
All of nature's gifts. That's what it is. Yeah. Fucking great. And Hoyt Axton is just like, I would like to apologize. I sincerely apologize. I very much apologize.
It's like, wait a second, you taught this thing to watch TV? You fucking idiot!
You fucking ruined it.
Yeah. Now it's gonna be fucking honking off about fucking I Love Lucy all day. Thanks a lot.
Rerun.
So the dude is just like, here's the deal, man. Zach Galligan, you are not ready for this shit. Maybe someday you'll be a grown-ass man, and at that point, the Mogwai will always be waiting for you. And in the most heartbreaking moment of the film, the dude turns around and he's like, "Oh, Zach Galligan, he's got something to say to you."
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Bye, Billy."
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, not a dry eye in the house.
But you know what, dude? Billy didn't deserve it. Nobody deserved
No.
these fucking things.
Nope.
And again, like this family needs to move, and they need to move fast because it's going to be that like, well, what the hell happened here last night? My mother is dead. My fucking father is dead. What happened? Well, actually, the Peltzers, they brought this animal home from Chinatown, and it seems to have destroyed our entire city.
Now, here's the thing. I don't know how they reconcile this at the start of the second movie or whatever. I have not seen it in a very long time. But the dude on the news says that everything is being explained away because there was mass hysteria that hit the town. No mention of Gremlins at all.
There's this weird moment where, because there's the first shot actually after the beginning is rockin' Ricky Rialto Indiana Jones thing.
Dude, I love that dude getting attacked by gremlins on the air at one point.
They say at the end that like he's on the radio and he's like, they're gonna turn the hoses on them, and I was like,
on what?
On the Gremlins.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, so it's everywhere now, is it?
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Like, and like they never really closed that loophole.
Oh, so it's like the Gremlins, like one of them got out, and it's like attacking the countryside.
It's when they're trying to hunt Stripe.
Yes,
they're on the radio. You can hear him saying they're getting ready to turn the hoses on them. So I'm but there must be 500 of these fucking things.
Yeah, he gets killed, right? Because there's like a whole thing like don't call him with all this War of the World shit. It's not.
No, that's what I think they sort of dial that or walk it back because that sound effect is like he's being murdered by those things, and then at the end of the movie, you hear him back on the radio again.
He's Don Steele. He's been in a ton of shit. I loved him in Death Race 2000, the Corman movie. He's like the location announcer, interviewing Stallone and Frankenstein.
Shit. He's actually all over the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood soundtrack. That's what they're listening to.
Shit.
He's like I mean, he's dead, but like it's all like old. He was like an LA radio DJ.
That's very cool.
In the day, the real Don Steele.
So yeah, the Mr. Wynn is like, you know what? Fuck you. Takes this dude.
Fuck you.
He's walking down the middle of the road, which I love.
I like this matte painting.
It's awesome.
Yep. It's
a
pretty
great last shot.
And this is a weird thing. You don't see this too often with credits. It's the same shot, and the credits don't start up from the bottom. They just pop up like boop, right? Like the middle of the frame they start rolling.
And he's like, well, we sure did murder half our town, didn't we, everybody?
Oh, and he's like, yeah, and the next time you turn a light switch and it doesn't come on, before you waste money calling an electrician, why don't you check around your house for gremlins?
Or I could have just listened to the rules.
But fuck it.
Did you not get fed last night? Maybe your family were battling gremlins.
And then that fucking excellent theme song kicks in once again, and you get a little fade out on that map painting. It's great. It's great.
It's amazing.
I will say the Gremlins 2 Gizmo is much cuter.
Yes, it is.
They did some work on it.
They figured it out.
That is the closer to the Baby Yoda.
He started doing like some sit-ups and shit,
it's a lot of Botox too.
A lot of surgery up the wazoo.
And that was 6 years later. It was 1990. Gremlins 2 comes out. It's kind of something.
Great movie.
That's a nice, take over half a decade, work on the puppetry.
Just 2 movies. Can you imagine?
It's kind of shocking.
They're going to remake it.
I mean,
they've been trying to for fucking years, and it never works.
There is it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. But there's still a listing for Gremlins 3 on IMDb.
I feel like you could trick anybody into believing that Gremlins 3 came out in like 1994 and they didn't
Oh, sure.
know
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, straight to video.
Yeah, Gremlins 3 was awesome. Maybe Emilio Estevez was in it.
That's about right. That's about right.
It's Billy and Phoebe Cates is in it. She refused to do it. Like you can just make it up.
You could totally make up like endless production history for that.
Ed O'Neill had a great cameo as Al Bundy. Remember that one? That was fantastic.
Like they really broke the fourth wall with that one.
That's funny that you said Al Bundy, Chris, because when they showed Dick Miller watching that Santa Claus TV thing, the first thought that popped into my head was a clip from Married with Children, and then I was like, no, that show didn't exist for another few years.
Yeah.
But it is something that Al Bundy would have got caught up with, his Santa Claus pants falling down while he's on the roof.
Oh, he had a lot of Santa Claus outfits.
Absolutely.
I can tell you.
A lot of sad fucking Christmases in that house.
Absolutely, dude. And every last one of them smells like cigarettes. I think it's safe to say, but we'll go around the horn for tradition's sake. Well, with it being Christmas Eve and all, and a big night for traditions. Steve Sadek, does this movie hold up?
Yeah, it's kind of just perfect. I don't know. It's like a perfect, like a curveball. Like it's not like exactly like it's not like fucking like Schindler's List perfect. Like
what?
No, like there are like great movies that are great movies. Like
sure.
That say something. This is just like a really cool. Exactly, a dark comedy, which is really tough. I think black comedy is really hard to do. People try to do it. It's really, when it's bad, it stinks.
There's nothing worse than a black comedy that's not working.
To be clear, you're not saying Schindler's List is a black
I
comedy.
am not calling Schindler's List a black comedy. Thank you very much. No, but and I think it's a really hard thing to. On paper, this shouldn't work. All of the fucking ripoffs, your critters, your fucking ghoulies, they all tried to make this movie. They couldn't do it because it's a bit of magic. I love it.
No, this is really exactly like Schindler's List because it's all on black and white, and then Mogwai is in color. No, I love this movie. This is probably my favorite Christmas movie.
Ooh.
It's up there with Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
They battle it out. And I mean, I love everything about it, other than, of course, the problematic parts in the beginning are not great.
Yeah.
And the sequel is also great, and I love that it's just those two. I think about this all the time.
You realize you're fucking cursing it right now by bringing this up repeatedly.
People have said it before. This Gremlins 3 thing has been in production since like 99. It's never gonna happen.
Right.
But like Terminator, I think about so many movies where the first two were so perfect, and if you just cut it out there, we would have been great. Like even the X-Men.
If they do a Gremlins 3, instead of having a radio guy be murdered, have him listen to a podcast being murdered.
Oh.
I'm just saying. We
So
all
then
hate movies.
in
like
this-
that.
So then who cut and released the episode?
really
You know what? It doesn't matter.
Fair enough.
People don't think that far ahead. Maybe the Gremlins cut it.
Oh, no, wait, though. It's not podcasters, dude. Maybe it's someone doing like a Twitch stream.
Oh, exactly.
And you hear the Gremlins come in.
We'll have to do that one day.
Hey, this is Terry Gross.
Anyway, yeah, I think it holds up. I think you guys are right by saying that there's certain problematic things at the start, namely Hoyt Axton. No, well, his dialogue, I guess, is what we're referring
You
to.
just go to
but
like minute 3. Once Baby Please Comes Home is on, it's a perfect
it's
movie.
true. You
That
could just
saxophone hits.
you could just have him arriving with the gift, and then at the end being like, the guy comes around like, you fucking idiot, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But I guess it's a bookend. Yeah, it's a totally fun movie. I don't know if it's my favorite Christmas movie. I don't know if I have a favorite Christmas movie. I can't even think of any other one.
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah,
Die Hard.
yeah. They're fine. No, those are good.
What about Rudolph's Christmas special?
No,
None of the animated ones. He'd burn them.
no. Anyway, check out Gremlins from 1984, and I do like the sequel. Maybe even more. Because I think
Gremlins 2 is above it.
That might be a nostalgia thing for me, but I love the insanity of that movie. I like that Christopher Lee is in it.
That's pretty cool.
I like that those twins from Terminator 2 are in it.
Yes, they are, and they're like Joe Dante regulars. They're also in his Looney Tunes movie.
Love those freaky ass twins.
They play the Warner Brothers in the Looney Tunes movie.
Oh, that's fun.
I don't know. I'm glad that we did this for We Love Movies Month because I have not seen this movie in a very long time, so it's nice to revisit. But I always stood by that 1 was better than 2, but 2, like the last time I saw 2 was honestly on like an HBO broadcast sometime during the Clinton administration. So I do want to check it out. Yeah,
John Glover is
villain.
terrific in that movie.
He like owns the business at
Yeah.
the top of the
Building,
whole
yeah.
whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, he
He's
owns the
kind
building
of
itself.
A Trump type of thing, but
Right.
without the baggage.
Fair enough. That is Gremlins from 1984, directed by the always awesome Joe Dante. This month is, of course, all We Love Movies month here on the program.
That's right.
So, Steve Sadek, what classic are we talking about next?
Well, now what we're talking about next, what's out right now?
Oh, sure. Let's do that first.
Yeah, we can talk about. We've got an episode. If you're on our $8 Patreon feed, which usually has what's called the Nexus. For that, we've got a full episode on Star Trek First Contact, which is awesome. We've got an episode on Empire Strikes Back out on the Patreon feed. We just did Return of the Jedi last week. Now you can do the whole Star Wars trilogy if you get on our Patreon feed. You could do the real trilogy.
Well, that's right, because we did Star Wars 1977 last year on the Patreon feed, and that episode is 3 hours long, so check it out.
Longer than Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's right.
There's an episode. There's a syncable commentary to Predator coming out this month sometime around here.
Absolutely.
There is an episode of Animation Damnation, which is on the Rudolph Christmas special, the Rankin Bass one. That's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. And we started off We Love Movies month, of course, with Die Hard with a Vengeance, yes?
Yes.
We were in studio with John Gabris,
Yeah,
the great
it was a
John
lot of
Gabris.
fun. That was a great time, and that is on the regular feed, but the Patreon feed, we must stress,
Yes.
Steve is very sick. He's he needs the medicine,
Well, I came
whatever
in with
Tiny Tim needed.
Exactly. I came in with little crutches.
He did. So please donate to Patreon, and you will feel better.
And you know what else is on Patreon? Is our Mandalorian half hour.
That is
true.
right.
We're recapping
That's right.
all of the fucking episodes.
Yes,
Every
indeed.
last one of them, man.
On
All
a
the
somewhat
Baby
weekly
Yodas.
basis, mostly weekly.
Yes. If you
Yeah.
missed it back in November, there is the first episode, chapter 1, which is on the main feed.
Mm-hmm.
So I realized, this is is this the last We Love Movies? It's over with?
No, next
we
week.
have one
It's
more.
the,
Okay.
The decade is ending, Andrew.
Right.
That is right. So what is happening then, Steve Sadek?
We're doing one of our favorite movies of this decade,
Yeah. Huh?
Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, yeah. This
Ah.
is great. I'm excited to break out this Blu-ray.
This will be my second time watching that film, and I loved it. I just only watched it the one time.
I think I've only seen it twice, actually. I saw it
Yeah.
twice in the theaters.
Twice
and
in the
that was
theaters.
it.
I'm not a big rewatcher these days, but I love movies.
Oh, that's great.
So until next week, where we're loving Mad Max Fury Road, I'm Andrew Jupin.
Steven Sadak.
Chris Cabin.
Eric Siska.
Take it easy.
That was a headgum podcast.